Let's get up and oh, oops. The people want to see Cal, not my YouTube studio. But yeah, there it is, folks. We back. We up.
Woo.
We live. It's been a little over a week, but the Sabres, they keep calling our names, Cal, and for some reason we keep answering. We keep answering their calls for attention.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes today, but I don't know. There's a chance. There is a chance the Sabres go on a run here. I don't know why MSG Plus is acting up here. Let's see.
Jeez. Is it Cal's it's not my fault this time. It's Cal's fault. He's gonna be the one behind, folks, okay? But yeah, anyways, the Sabres, of course, take on the Florida Panthers here tonight. There is literally no one in that arena for tonight's game. Last game clocked in at about 13,000. This one looks like it's going to be closer to 8,000. I don't blame people for not going, though. This team has been massively inconsistent, and they were doing the math, Cal, okay? Last game we won, that means, we're not going to, it's not going to happen tonight.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it rarely comes in bunches with this team, so we'll see what happens. But not expecting too much from the Sabres tonight. I mean, Eric Comrie gets the net tonight. Again, you're facing former Sabres, Sam Reinhart and Brandon Montour. So both of those guys, having better times with the Florida Panthers than they did in Buffalo, and it is showing on the stat sheet.
Yeah. And you also forgot one big player. Evan Rodriguez is also in Florida
Hmm.
now. Just looking down my list, yeah, you got Sam Reinhart. 39 goals, 25 assists, 64 points already for Sam Reinhart this season. Evan Rodriguez, 8 goals, 32 points this year. That would put him pretty damn close. Actually, Evan Rodriguez has more points this season than Tage Thompson.
Whew. Again, keep in mind Tage Thompson was injured, so you could add that into the picture. But with that being said, it's still absolutely unacceptable.
Tage Thompson is on pace for 54 points this season. Whoo! Woo! Now, Brandon Montour has not really had an offensive explosion this year. He's only got 2 goals and 10 assists so far. So he's putting up some solid Connor Clifton numbers here for the Florida Panthers. But in net for the Panthers tonight will be their backup Anthony Stolarz. Yes, Eric Comrie is in goal. About an hour or so ago, the Sabres announced that Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen would be day-to-day with a lower body injury. That's why the Sabres then called up Dustin Tokarski. So it'll be Comrie backed up by Dustin Tokarski. A pure tank bull goalie tandem right there if you're the Buffalo Sabres. Eric Comrie is 1-5 this year. Yikes. Yeah.
That is tough. That is,
Uh,
yeah, that's not the numbers you want from your starting goalie. Now, again, Eric Comrie, he's had some good games with the Sabres. Let's not discredit him, but for the most part, he has been suboptimal at best. So it's going to be a challenge. Hasn't played in forever, so I can only imagine he's going to be rusty. And from what they're telling us, it looks like this was kind of a last-second decision. Well, we'll see. Who knows if that's true. Like we were saying before stream, could just be an excuse to sit UPL a game and get Comrie in there without the fans going crazy. But if this truly was a last minute decision, Eric Comrie is going to be quite rusty.
Yeah, he hasn't played in net, and my source is the BSC Instagram. He hasn't played as a starter for the Sabres since December 5th of last year. So it's been a hot minute. I think folks are about to understand what it truly means to have really crappy goaltending again. I don't think people understand how good Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has been over the last 2 months or so. He has really rounded out into not a franchise goalie, but a true starting caliber goalie for the Buffalo Sabres. And tonight, we are about to see a bottom barrel backup go up against one of the best teams in hockey right now. This is about
Yeah,
to be
it's
this.
not going to go well. Now, keep in mind, too, the Panthers are coming on a back to back. They did win yesterday, so it's not like they're coming off a loss, so they shouldn't be too upset. And they also have their backup in as well. So, with that being said, the Sabres do have a slight edge in the forward and defense, positions there. Again, Florida's a good team, though, so it's not like, oh, we got them on a back-to-back, now we can dominate them. No, that is probably the only chance you're going to have to beat them on the back-to-back. So
Now,
hopefully that really plays into the Sabres' favor. And again, the Sabres coming off a 7-0 win against the LA Kings, a team they dominated the first time around, too, but 7-0, 7-0.
yeah, and like if the Sabres play how they did on Tuesday night, they can go up and beat almost anybody in the NHL. That looked like the playoff team that everyone was expecting to see when the season first started out in October. So, I mean, it's just frustrating, Kale, because the Sabres put up 7-0 drubs on not bad teams, but decent teams like the Kings, and we go, where the hell has that been all season? And after that, they go, why can't we do this consistently? The talent is on the roster, Kel. The talent is on this roster. Why haven't they been able to put everything together?
That's the question, right? I mean, some nights it's the defense that's going crazy. I mean, some nights it's, we put up 7 goals and the goaltending's not there. But a lot of nights it's been everything, right? It's been everything just has not looked the same as last year. And I know the goaltending last year kind of sucked. The defense last year kind of sucked, but it didn't matter. You had great offense and you almost got there. This year, you've had none of that, right? It looks like they pretty much have completely disassembled that defensive core, and they tried to make it better. Didn't. The offense has not been the same, and aside from Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, the goaltending's been not great either.
Yeah.
Luckily for us, though, he's been able to play a lot. But yeah, Stolar's in for the Panthers tonight. Again, for a backup, I mean, 211 goals against, 917 save percentage. Not bad. Not bad numbers. But again, he was a backup.
Yeah, but the Sabres are going to find a way to make him look like a Vezina candidate here tonight. You just know it. After scoring 7 and only scoring 3 in the 3 games prior to that, Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo. But, I mean, you just look at the Sabres roster as we're about to get ready for puck drop here. Sabres are dealing with a butt ton of injuries. They are dealing with a lot right now. Powers out, Samuelson out, Jack Quinn out. We'll see how they do tonight against one of the NHL's best. And we're getting ready for puck drop here. Trade candidate Casey Middlestat is leaning in for this face-off again. Why did OBS... I hate the Grove Wi-Fi. Why did OBS... I hate the Grove Wi-Fi. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're back. Stop telling me notifications. Okay. All right, we're back. Face-off underway. The first period underway between the Buffalo Sabres and Florida Panthers. Of course, everyone knows the Panthers are the ones who last April kept the Sabres out of a playoff spot. They beat us in Sunrise 2-1. Cal and I were streaming a frustrating game. The Sabres had 40 shots that night, and the Sabres had from early space here in the offensive zone. Middlestat sends it to the point for Jokiharju. He'll play this one into the corner now for Greenway. He had a great game against the Kings on Tuesday. We shall see if he can continue that hot streak going here tonight. Tuck loses it on the far wall, and the Panthers can skate this one out of the zone here. Going down the near side, Carter Verhaeghe, he's been electric for the Florida Panthers. He had control momentarily for the Sabres, or for the Panthers, but Sabres quickly retake it, and here comes Peterka up ice. J.J. Peterka trying to split a couple of defensemen. The puck rolls off his stick. Defenseman takes a tumble, but not before making a play up the ice towards Sam Bennett. Bennett on the backhander throws this one to the near corner. Tkachuk again plays this one to the far side of the zone. There's a quick shot off the wall, blocked before it could get through from Ekblad. It goes to the point for Nick Cousins, one of the NHL's most hated players. Gives it to Forsling. Forsling, his shot goes wide. Forsling now trying to go into the high slot. His pass was picked up, but somehow the Sabres couldn't get it out. Now they will. And maybe, Cousins, that puck just rolled off his stick right at the last second. He'll throw this one into the Panthers' end and get some line changes going here as the Panthers quickly coming back up ice here. Evan Rodriguez, yes, sends a pass through the high slot to the far side. Goes wide of Comrie. Now there's a quick pass again through the center of the ice. Goes to the near side this time for Rodriguez. Behind the net here. Panthers circling around the Sabres zone. Straddle that blue line. But before they can do that, the Sabres get it out. They had numbers going the other way. But they couldn't keep control. Posto now at the Florida Panthers blue line. Couldn't make a move to get in. Panthers coming back with 2 across the blue line. Nice move in by Lucerainen. Takes the shot and a good early save by Eric Comrie. Nice way to get him involved early.
Yeah, how about that save by Comrie? That's a pretty good chance there for the Panthers starting off this game. Pretty open shot lane, and you want to see that from Comrie. Poise, stay calm, don't do anything too crazy. Again, a lot of the times when goalies get thrown back in there, like you'll see a backup get thrown in the middle of a game, they're sprawling all over the place. They usually let in the first goal that or the first shot that they face in. So you got to see Comrie stay poised in this first period. Don't do anything too crazy and try to get the shutout in the first period.
What's going on? I see some of the regulars in the chat. Sawyer, Prime, Greg, Real Deal. What's going on, everyone? Sabres win that defensive zone faceoff, get it down the ice. Kyle Poso, though, stopped at the center ice, so he has to drop it back for undefeated Jacob Bryson. He throws this one.
How about it?
That's such a weird stat, but here's Connor Clifton straddling the blue line, walks the line a little bit. Now it takes it, throws that one towards the net, was tipped just wide by the Sabres. Gergensen keeps it alive down there for Olofsson, working nice strength behind the net from Victor Olofsson. Still has the puck on the far side. No help, though, whatsoever. He had two guys crashing on him. But now the Sabres can regroup and keep this play alive. And here comes Jacob Bryson through the high slot, glove down by Stolarz. It was actually Connor Clifton. He had a great opportunity, still looking for his first goal as a Buffalo Sabre, and nearly got it there.
Yeah, he's still looking all right. And that was about the best chance you're going to get as a defenseman like Connor Clifton, who, steps up in the offensive zone once in a while, but isn't like a Darlene. So, yeah, great chance from Clifton. So I'd say both teams have had a good look so far. Both goalies have stand tall.
Sorry, AI. Yeah, my bad. Didn't see your name. Now I see you. Hello. All right, Panthers get this one out of the zone. Good speed going down the other way. Verhaeghe with a shot that deflects wide. Reinhart onto the puck. Throws this one behind the Sabres net. Dahlin could not handle what Barkov can. Plays this one a squabbler to the point. Ekblad again down below behind the net. Verhaeghe could not get there. Sabres now are just going to lift this one high and up the center ice and out of the zone. Gustav Forsling there to retrieve for the Panthers. He's going to try to go up far side, but the pass misplaced through the middle, but the Sabres immediately give it away right in the high slot, and there's a quick one-timer stopped by Comrie again. Bad
another
giveaway.
Good save from Comrie, right? I mean, he looked a little suspect on that run, right? Really closed the pads there, made sure he held on to that one, but so far so good for Eric Comrie, getting thrown into a fire that I don't think he was expecting tonight.
Maybe he wasn't expecting. I think he'd be a little naive not to expect that. The Sabres usually don't give proper defensive support to their goalies. And the Sabres, we've seen it twice now. Two of the Panthers' shots have come off of failures to exit the defensive zone. The Sabres are one of the worst teams in the NHL doing that. And for all the crap that we give Owen Power, he's actually our best defenseman at doing that. So,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is true. And, yeah, that was...
Panthers just
interesting decision there by Florida.
It was Dmitry Kulikov.
Old friend, yeah.
Hello, old friend.
Just chucking it out of play there, but unfortunately for the Sabres, nowhere near the Florida Panthers end, so the faceoff will just be on the other side of the blue line in the Sabres zone.
Sabres money line? You picking the Sabres here tonight, Real Deal? Coyote, what's going on?
That is a bold pick with Comrie.
Did you do that before or after you learned that Comrie was in? But anyways, Sabres have it in their own zone. Jokiar, who flips this one up the ice. Peterka may have had a step going in, but it looks like they're going to whistle him for offsides. You thought he may have had possession there. He tried to cutely deke it past the defenseman to go around. And, well, it makes sense. He saw Dmitry Kulikov and was like, this guy has no effing wheels.
Kulikov was definitely not a bright spot in those Sabres tank teams, but we've seen a lot worse as well, so I'm sure you could say that with a lot of players. A lot of mediocrity in the Sabres lineup the last 6, 7, 10, 15 years.
I just remember when the Sabres thought Kulikov would be a top 4 defenseman. Those were the good days. That's what we were told. I remember that. Remember Tim Murray?
Oh, yeah.
Would invest in the team. And he also told us Robin Lehner was a consistent number 1 goalie. Yeah.
Victor Anapin is going to be the hottest thing out of Russia of all time.
Victor Anapin. Oh, my Antipin. I forgot about that guy. Oh, the Sabres may have Peterka trying to go in. Stolarz reached out for it, but couldn't get to it. Sabres again trying to play this one to the point, but Dahlin, that pass was just outside of his reach. Kachuk can skate it back here for the Panthers. He crosses the Sabres blue line, going to the outside, controls it, finds an open man, and the shot from Mikkola goes wide. Skinner places one back towards his own corner there, putting Dahlin under some serious pressure. Now Skinner spamming the controller, does the same exact thing. Goes to the near side. Erik Johnson can't get it out. Tage Thompson flings it helplessly to the open wing. Skinner finally with some space and some time. He will settle things down here. Now we'll give it to Erik Johnson. Another big-time GOAT. That's a guy that we were told would get us to the playoffs. Erik Johnson.
Oh, yeah. The missing piece.
He was... We needed that
Certainly not.
We needed that veteran leadership, Cal, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Here's a giveaway from the Panthers.
What's a better way to help a team with a ton of speed that scores a lot of goals? Old, slow guys. Yep.
But it's about the vibes. That's more important. We got to build a culture of losing here. It doesn't matter if we win. As long as the guys like each other. That's what matters, Cal. All right. Kevin.
Maybe a couple of years ago, but we are past that point, and unfortunately, doesn't look like Kevin Adams is past that point. But, so far, I mean, we're like 6 minutes in here to this first period. It doesn't look like a mismatch. I mean, the Sabres are holding their own for sure.
Oh, Gergensons drops Ekblad behind his own net. Krebs coming up to finish it, but the puck rolls off his stick, gives it right to Ryan Lomberg. Lomberg will chip this one off the boards deep into the Sabres' end. Forecheck now put on here by the Panthers. It's Jonas Giatovic. I don't know. Barkov. Giat. I got to go to the Sabres game. Here comes Tuck. Up to the Panthers' blue line. Knocks this one in. Sabres can't get it in deep. Greenway had 2 cracks at it. Couldn't do it either time. Verhaeghe now going the other way. Down the far side. Working off of Ryan Johnson. He's going to backhand this one behind the Sabres net. Verhaeghe gets it right back off. Turnover. Goes to the point. Oliver Ekman-Larsson shoots that one wide of the net. Comrie didn't know where it was. Sabres hop on that one first but can't clear it. Tuck on the far boards. Again. Can't handle it. It goes to an open point. Larson winds up and fires it. Stopped by Comrie. It bounced high up into the air. It's in the crease. Barkov with it there. Had a stick tied up though. Sabres still can't clear. Tuck has it. Backhands this one hopelessly to the blue line and out. And then the Panthers come in offsides.
Wow. What a lucky clearance for the Sabres there. Tkachuk was literally an inch away from keeping that one inside, so that was pandemonium. So Sabres get a lucky offsides there, and we will head to commercial.
Yes, we will. Don and Kale, do you ski? I do not. I believe Kale, you don't. Do you?
I do. I do some snowmobiling, but yeah, no skiing, no snowboarding.
Yeah.
Never really got into it. I don't know. Like it seems fun, but it also seems like it would take a long time to like perfect. And right now, I do not have that time. So.
Yeah, if I ever do try, I wonder, and for someone that does do skiing, I assume, Sawyer, you do. If you played hockey, would that kind of help maybe, since you're kind of used to sitting down low into yourself, like you're squatting almost when you ski, getting real low center of gravity? I don't know. I don't know what the basics are of skiing. It does, like Cal said, I think it seems pretty fun, but yeah, I don't know. I think we both suck, Cal, and almost get ourselves killed the first time around.
Definitely at first, yeah. And I don't know if it's a thing like hockey where if it's like an add-on, it helps, or if it's kind of like the baseball golf thing where they mess each other up because they're quite the same but a little bit different, and they can really mess you up. So I don't know if they're going to be similar or different, but yeah, I don't know. I can't say I've ever tried skiing. I've tried snowboarding like a couple times, just like very, very small sample size, not down any like monster hill or anything, and it wasn't too great. Not gonna lie, definitely a sport that takes at least a couple times to get going, and I'd assume skiing's the same way.
Yeah, and Kale, another kind of related, not totally unrelated, but kind of related. What's your social security number?
That one, I think once we get to like 10K subs, we might have to do a reveal, at the same time.
At the same time. I was asking you this question. You don't, no. This is not like an equals thing. Nah, absolutely not. This is your channel now. You're in the majority of the videos now, so like, I think you're the one who has to reveal his. Yeah.
Sure, we will see.
Sabres have it on the
Sabres
near side
back
boards.
in action though here, and
here's Benson throws it to the far wing. Cousins kind of had it loose in his skates, but they sent out front. Benson on the backhander. Somehow had it stopped by Stolarz right on the doorstep. Oh, it looks like he just put the backhander wide. Now Bennett coming the other way for the Florida Panthers. Chips this one into the Sabres zone, but Benson nearly putting the Sabres out in front. Are they gonna really regret not finishing that opportunity?
Would have been a pretty goal. Would have been a pretty goal indeed, and they just could not get that one done. But still a long game, and Benson coming off a goal last game against the Kings, a pretty nice goal.
Panthers having it high up in the Sabres zone, but there's a spinorama shot easily stopped there by Comrie, right into his chest there. Let's just look at what happened here. Peterka put it right out in front. Beautiful. Oh, and Benson had it. Stolarz was sprawling, glove flailing, and Benson put it wide of the net. Didn't even get it on target. He's definitely going to want to have that one back. Oh. Kale's frozen. Is it just him that's frozen? Yep, it is literally just Kale that's frozen. Okay. All right, so while he gets that situated, hopefully his internet works eventually, but there's a quick shot right off the face-off win there by the Panthers. It's stopped by Comrie. Again, pass goes towards the high slot. Lutzerainen couldn't find it. It squirms its way back to the blue line there, but the Panthers again keep it in the zone. Sabres finally dig it away here at the near side boards. Dahlin has it, plays it to the far side. Sabres will slowly get their way back up ice. Oh, Kale's left the meeting. Crap. I'm going to have to restart this. Hopefully, I'm going to keep the meeting open. But there's a one-timer from the point. Easily stopped there by Stolarz again. So, before Kale said this before his internet died on him. The Sabres are holding their own here tonight. It hasn't been a complete mismatch. The Panthers, they haven't been all that offensively dominating as they used to have, kind of. That's not proper phrasing, but whatever. They haven't scored that many goals. What's the big thing about this team is that Florida has not really turned into a defensive team. They've only given up 136 goals this year, folks, so the Panthers kind of did a 180 as compared to last year. They lost some scoring depth. Now they're a very structured defensive team. Looks like Paul Maurice is definitely getting his style all up in there. But the Panthers quickly get it into the Sabres zone. Johnson knocks down a man. Lomberg cross-checks Girgensons behind the net. No call coming from the referees. They still whack away at it here. It goes to the far side. Sabres again trying to get at it. Krebs has it. Finds Olofsson neatly through the middle of the ice. Johnson now stretch pass to the Panthers' blue line. Girgensons goes around behind the net to Olofsson. Olofsson back there. Krebs now to the point. Sabres keep it there. Throw towards the high slot, but the Panthers retrieve that one. Intercepted, and they can go back down the ice with Gadjevich. I think that's how you pronounce it. Jonas Gadjevich. I'm not sure. But here's Johnson. Turns it over, and they score. Ryan Johnson turns it over. He goes all alone in front, and Carter Verhaeghe is going to bang that one home. Not a pretty picture there for the Sabres. Extremely cheap giveaway. Jeez. That's exactly what's plagued the Sabres this season. Barkov steals it, picks Ryan Johnson's pocket there, just totally lifts his stick, nobody out in front, and it was in the end a very easy tap-in for Alexander Barkov. So, the Panthers get out in front. I should follow the UFL? Maybe. Sabres don't really have... Buffalo doesn't have a team, and there's no one in Buffalo, or no one near Buffalo that has a UFL team, so I don't know. But off the face-off, the Sabres now going into the Panthers zone. Tuck has it, throws it towards the high slot, misses everyone, goes all the way to the point. Dahlin keeps it in. He's going to throw this one into the near side corner there for Middlestad. Middlestad trying to go back in front to the high slot for Tuck, but Tuck could not get the finishing touches on that one. And the Panthers can clear. Panthers, looks like they were offsides, I think. Yeah, so that wasn't a fun moment there for Ryan Johnson. That wasn't a good play there for the Sabres, so... I don't know what happened to Kale. Kale just died. KO died. I'm going to keep my headphones off then. All right, we return to play there from the offsides. Peterka now trying to go up ice. Looks like that puck again went into the board, or into one of the benches, and MSG decides now is a good time to have a TV timeout. So that's what they're going to do. Okay, so it's not me. Oh, Kale's rejoined. Kale, you missed it.
Hi, I saw this here. Yeah, not great.
Ryan Johnson had an uh-oh moment. A whoopsie. Man, that's typically what happens with the Sabres. I don't think we're okay, Kel. These
that's
guys...
that's a rough goal to give up, but still a ways to go.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying right before that goal happened, like, I don't think the Panthers really are deserving of it. The Sabres, I thought, were kind of holding their own in this game. It was very slow, very methodical, but I guess that's what separates teams like the Sabres and Panthers, huh?
Yeah, and again, it's all about like bounces too, right? The Sabres have had like no good bounces this year. It seems every game they'll either outshoot their opposing team by 20 shots, and they'll put up 40 shots and they have one goal. Or it's the opposite. They'll have, bad defense, they give up like 5 goals and they have like 12 shots. And it's one of the two narratives. And it just seems like when they put up the shots, they still can't get the goals. And when they don't put up the shots, they still don't get the goals. And yesterday was kind of an exception to that, of course, or not yesterday, but last game. But aside from last game, I mean, they really have not been getting puck luck this year. And sometimes it's like that, and it just hasn't been their year so far.
Yeah, it really hasn't. They were getting everything last year. If Reinhardt scores, I'm going to smash my $1,400 TV. If the Panthers go on the power play, I bet on a Reinhardt goal. He's got 22 power play goals this season, Cal. 22.
Which is exactly the same amount that the Sabres have collectively as a team this year.
So. Yeah, and don't look now. The Sabres just turned it over again, but the Panthers can't do anything with it. The Sabres, I think, deflected it into their own bench area again. Yeah, so there's Paul Maurice. The Panthers have just been so solid this year. They're destined to go on another playoff run, you'd think.
Definitely, yeah. And I mean, you come up short last year in the finals, and it's just some teams react to that a lot worse than the Panthers have. And I think the Panthers are looking to make it back-to-back appearances. And the only team that's going to stop them in the East right now is probably the Boston Bruins. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't also count out the New York Rangers, although they've been kind of sketchy as
Very
of
true.
late. Yeah.
Yeah, that team's up and down, right? When the Rangers are clicking, they are clicking. But...
Indeed. In order to go win in the playoffs, you have to win games. Correct. Here's
I think the Sabres have not done too well this year.
No, we have not. Benson does a good job to keep it alive in the Panthers zone. Sabres send it to the near side corner, but no forecheckers again there for Buffalo. Looks like there was some halfway line changes. Now they'll get the full forward set off the ice. Panthers now will have some space to come back up, but Jokiharju picks that guy's pocket, and the Sabres can control things now a little bit here in the neutral zone. Dahlin going near side. Skinner, he's been relatively quiet since coming back from injury, but that play didn't work out. The Sabres turn it over right inside the Panthers' blue line. Yeah, Nico Mikkola for the Panthers, starting his way up ice. They easily make their way through the neutral zone. Rodriguez into the corner, finds Lutz Serenen, now to Barkov. Barkov plays it again back to the corner for Rodriguez. Rodriguez working off the board, sends the pass to the point. There's a quick shot on goal. Saved by Comrie. The rebound goes right in front, and the Panthers put that one wide. Again, the Panthers just are cycling the hell out of the Sabres. There's Evan Rodriguez. Oh, what a save by Comrie on the rebound. He stopped Rodriguez all alone in front. Somehow it's not 2-0 Panthers, and the Sabres can slowly come back up ice, and Kyle Poso. Oh my God.
Yeah, not great.
Here's Krebs, though, with a high shot coming from the high slot. Stopped by Stillards with the high block. The Panthers get it out of the zone. Johnson now trying to come back across the blue line. He does. He finds Olofsson. He'll backhand this one deep. Olofsson has had a really poor season for the Buffalo Sabres. lots of. I don't think we need to say that one all too much. The Sabres.
Trying to get his trade value up. He's been having a phenomenal year. I mean, he's a real workhorse.
Oh, yeah. Here comes the Panthers again with Ryan Lomberg on the backhander. Lost control of it, though, before he can make a play on it. But he gets it to the point for Ekman Larsson. What the hell? Oh, Ryan Johnson, his bucket flew off. Lomberg to the point. Larsson, quick shot again, stopped by Comrie. Rebound goes to the near side boards, and now the Panthers starting to take over this game a little bit, folks. Sabres are on their heels. Comrie's had to make a couple of big saves, but you can't ask Comrie to do this one forever. Do this little whole charade of being a good goaltender. There's another shot all alone in front. Comrie with a couple of big pad stops. Oh my goodness, he's all over the place. Krebs gets on the rebound from inside the crease. Now the Sabres are going to try to just skate this one out of the zone. It's the defenseman Dahlin. Dahlin is going to chip this one into the Panthers' end. Stolarz comes out with it. And again, Eric Comrie. Who would have thought? Sabres' best player so far tonight. Oh, and the Sabres just turned it over. Verhaeghe with a shot. That deflects wide. Greenway with a horrible pass going up the far side. Now the Sabres looking to get some space and some speed. Tuck! Shot! Blocker saved by Stolarz. The rebound goes to Greenway, but it popped over his stick on the far boards, and now the Panthers with 3 across the blue line. They're coming in. High slot. The shot was taken by, I think that was Lute Serena, but it was deflected up and out of play. Victor has 4 goals, 11 assists this year in 30 games. Truth, are you defending?
2 of those goals came in one singular game, so yeah, not a whole lot from him. Speaking of 2 goals in one game, Jordan Greenway, proving the haters wrong somehow, some way, but
he's I believe Greenway is on pace for 30 points. So you know what, Kevin Adams, that's a job well done.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's what we spent a second round pick on. 30 points and a basic third liner. Yep.
Yeah, I was pretty high on him in the beginning of the year. Good penalty killer, was working hard, and I know he had 2 goals last game, like I just said, but
it's been horrible.
Just hasn't been it. Has not been a productive player for this exact team. I think he'd be a good player for a team that's trying to make the playoffs, maybe a good playoff player for a team that's like one piece away. We'll see what the Sabres do with him at the deadline, if they elect to move him or if they want to keep him around for next year.
Yeah, real deal. Yeah, Olofsson isn't getting that much time. But the Sabres win this defensive zone faceoff. Clifton gets it to center ice. Benson has it there, knocks it down for Peterka. Peterka makes a move on the outside, but the Panthers defenseman chips it away from him. The Sabres are forced to retreat all the way back into their own zone. Dahlin on the backhander throws this one up the boards, missed his target, Cousins, and the Panthers would throw this one right back in again. Comrie leaves it there behind the net, gives it to Jokiharju. He just throws it towards Jokiharju. He couldn't handle it. Now the Sabres are... Dahlin just sat someone down, but Dahlin just also had it stripped from him. Sabres have it at the side of the net. They got to be careful here. Kachuk steals it from him. The Panthers get it to the net. Comrie makes a save. Dahlin picks up the rebound, gets it just outside the zone. Benson has it there. Sabres now trying to go down the ice, but this deflects away from Benson. They'll get some line changes here, and Brandon Montour can start this rush again for the Panthers. He throws this one, tries to go right through the legs of Jacob Bryson, and Bryson was like, you know what? Because of that, I'm going to give it right back to you guys. And he did. He's got another shot here. What's Bryson going to do, buddy? Oh, he gives it right back to them again. Panthers keep it alive in the zone. They take a shot from the point. Stopped. Oposo, his very speedster, veteran, savvy player, gets it all the way up ice. Look at Skinner. Takes a high shot. That goes wide up onto the glass and looks like it went out of play. Skinner with a shake of the head as he goes back to the bench.
Yep, too commercial, and again, down 1-0. But the Sabres have had some chances this game, right? I wouldn't say it's a complete blowout. I would definitely say the Sabres still have a chance in this game. All it takes is one, right? And one goal usually gets a team going. Now, again, the Sabres are quite the oddball team where when they have a lead, they usually don't lose, but getting that lead is almost impossible, and we're seeing that again tonight. Not getting that first goal.
Getting a lead in the first period. How about, I saw a statistic and I could go through it again just to see how many of the 51 games the Sabres have played this year, how many of those have the Sabres been behind going into the first intermission. It's got to be at least 30 of those games.
Oh yeah, at least. I mean,
be.
they are one of the worst first period teams in the league. But I mean, it ain't even close. They just I don't know what it is exactly. Again, usually teams have cyclic trends. For the first half of the year they stink in the first, but then they get it under wraps or they make a change and something. The Sabres just have not done anything differently. It is this. No matter what they do, no matter what lines they change, it's the same team. It's the first period sucks, second period gets a little bit better, third period they make it a game and usually fall flat. And it's just the same thing. I don't really know how to explain it. I mean, they've tried different lines, they've tried different things. I know you could use the injury card and say, oh, some players are injured. It doesn't matter. This team continuously continues to be the same team.
Yeah. Oops. The Hoots just said 35 to 40 games. Why would you play the fourth line so much, resting the talented players for big playoff run? Yeah, check ice time. I will check ice time at the end of the first period. Don't worry about that. I certainly will. Because, Charlie, I did not know what you're talking about before, but then it only took one time for me to look at the ice time reports and see that, Benson is getting 7 minutes, whereas Jordan Green was getting 18, Just horrible. Absolutely crazy asset management here by the Sabres. But we return to play here. Panthers win that faceoff. They get it out of the zone. Not much farther, though, than the neutral zone. And it's weird about the Sabres team, too. Despite being such a horrible first-period team, the Sabres, since December 3rd or December 1st, are one of the best 5-on-5 hockey teams in the NHL. They're 8th or something. It's so strange. 5-on-5 scoring-wise, they're 8th in the NHL.
This team had a good power play. I think they'd be near a playoff spot right now, or in one. I mean, the amount of close games they've played, the amount of games that they've won in regulation. Again, if you switch the league to the 3-2-1 point system, the Sabres are only a couple points out, and the Leafs are not even close to a playoff spot. So again, the Sabres have won a lot of games in regulation compared to other teams. It's just they have not gotten any points from OT. What do they have? 3 or 4 extra points this year? I mean,
we have 4 overtime losses, whereas teams like the Islanders and Maple Leafs have 10.
Double digits, yeah.
Yeah. It's just that's the difference. That's the difference. You find a way to turn those no-point games, no-point nights into at least a point. That's big, especially for a wildcard team. But here's Darlene. The Sabres have some offensive zone pressure. Time to get it to the net. Oh, Stolarz makes an insane save on Casey Middlestat. He was all alone. All he needed was elevation, and once again, the Sabres are doing their best to make a backup goaltender look like a Vezina candidate. Woo!
So close there. So close, but Middlestat could not get that one over the pad. Good save, though. Good effort there from Stolak, but again, that one's going to come back to bite you, much like the Zach Benson miss.
Yeah, that was actually almost right at the back skate there of Stolarz. And Middlestat, he is furious on the bench. Yeah, he's missed a couple of wide open nets this season already. So, yeah. And it looks like he just hurt his hand before they cut away. Quick shot off the faceoff win there by the Sabres. Again, stopped by Stolarz. Olofsson, what the hell? This is why Olofsson doesn't play. He tried to bank this one back to the defenseman and just handed it to Matt Tkachuk. Panthers had
not the guy you want to be giving the puck to.
Absolutely not. And also, why are the Sabres giving the fourth line offensive zone faceoff time? Offensive zone time. These are...
I don't know.
I know our questions are never going to be answered, but it's infuriating. This is why I do not regularly watch games anymore.
Yeah, it's bad. It is bad.
See, at least during the tank years I watched. No, this is horrible. But tonight's not necessarily been as horrible. This has been a better game, but knowing this team, they're going to give up 2 goals right in the first 5 minutes of the second period and go down 3-0. And whoopsie, game over. Nothing we can do here anymore, guys. Same old, same old. Looks like the Panthers played this one out of play, so we'll get a face-off with 2:14 to go in this first period. Sabres number 7 in the odds race to get number 1. Ooh, yeah. Let's get Macklin Celebrini. Do you think he... Oh, boy. Eric Johnson just got hit in the face with a puck. Looks like it deflected right up into his eye area. Ooh. You don't want to see that.
Not a good situation there. Hopefully he pops up. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it's hit the side of his head. So he did not hit the eye, but it's going straight down the tunnel to the locker room.
Yeah, just off a stick there, and yeah, I think it hit him in the side of the head. So hopefully he's back out here. It's definitely a Sabres trade chip, so you don't want to see him go down right before the deadline.
God damn it, Cal. That is so callous to say it like that. He is a. We don't even care about him as a Sabres player anymore. He's a trade chip. He's a trade chip.
I mean, any day that he's not in the lineup and you're giving someone else a chance is a good day for the Buffalo Sabres. But of course, you got to hope he's okay though too, because definitely a good guy. Just not someone I want to see clogging up our system anymore.
I'd rather see Cal Clegg up in Buffalo than Erik Johnson.
Claga.
Claga. Here's Peterka going through the neutral zone. Has it taken away by Lundell. Lundell leads the rush again for the Panthers going the other way. Verhaeghe has it at his stick. Gets it to the corner, now to the point. Oh, but that one just jumped over the stick of Ekman Larsson. He sends it to the net again. Comrie with a glancing glove save. Now Cousins, under some duress in the far corner, is able to get it back to his defenseman. 1:16 to go now in this first period. 19 people in the chat. Folks, I would highly implore all of you, if you have not done so already, to hit that like button and subscribe, as Tage Thompson tried to split the defenseman as he went into the zone. Gets it to the point for Connor Clifton. His high rising shot right into the glove of Stolarz. He could see that one all the way through. Easy save.
Yeah, you like to see that from Clifton, though. At this game already, that's his second scoring chance. Taking the shot, right? That's the thing that the Sabres, we've seen as of late. They don't take shots when they're a given. And, Clifton had a shooting lane there. There's guys in front of the net. Great decision there from Clifton to let that one rip. And unfortunately for the Sabres, Stolak had that one pretty easily glove side. But nevertheless, it gives you an offensive zone faceoff.
Sabres actually put their first liners out here on a offensive faceoff opportunity. It doesn't work out, though, as Bryson was departing the zone as the Panthers were starting to creep up towards that blue line. Sabres again throw this one into the zone. Stolarz right around the glass. Clears the zone, actually. Panthers have it at the neutral zone. Montour bouncing puck. Still doesn't really have control of it. Gets it into the far corner, though, working his way off of Jacob Bryson. Tuck coming down to help out the defenseman. 30 seconds left. The Sabres are going to try to stretch the ice here again a little bit. That's another thing the Sabres have been doing consistently here in this first period. It's trying to stretch the blue line. They must see that as a weakness for the Panthers. Reinhardt. Oh,
that's when the Sabres play at their best too. When they're moving the puck up ice.
Panthers, 11 seconds to go. Have it in the Sabre zone. Forsling with a one-timer off a skate to the corner. Clifton looks to be tired. He's just whacking away at that puck. Missed that. Yeah. Skinner could not get it out of the zone. One last opportunity for Forsling, but his one-timer blocked right at the horn. And, folks, that's how we end the first period. Panthers have a 1-0 lead courtesy of Carter Verhaeghe, his 27th of the season. Eric Comrie made 15 saves. Anthony Stolarz for the Florida Panthers made 11. It wasn't that uneven of a period. I think the Panthers were still the better team in that first, Cal, but the Sabres were not totally out of it.
Yeah, I mean, again, 1-0. You're going to take that any day over, against a team like the Florida Panthers. So we'll take it going into the second. And again, like we said, the Sabres are a better team as the game goes on. So hopefully the Sabres can take advantage of the Panthers playing last night, having a little extra step in their skates, and we'll see what happens. Maybe the Sabres are playing the long game here, trying to get the Panthers tired come the third period, and that's when they'll strike. Now, do we think Don Granato is scheming, that advanced of technique this late into the season in a year where they're 10 points out of the playoffs right now? Probably not, but you never know.
Yeah, Cal, the Sabres are also playing the long game with their playoff race. You know what the strategy is? Get all of our potential wildcard rivals unaware that the Sabres are actually a franchise and they are playing this season, so that when the Sabres do go on their 20-game winning streak, everyone will be caught off guard. No one will see it coming.
I mean, yeah, it could happen too, right? I mean, we've seen teams, have great ends this season, and it could happen. The Sabres could definitely still make a playoff push mathematically. Now, will that actually happen? Most likely not. I mean, it would be, if you were to tell me today that in 2 months the Sabres would be in a good playoff spot and finish the season, I don't know, let's just say 23-7 or something like that. There's no way I'm believing you, but it could happen, right? And the trade deadline's coming up. Kevin Adams has expressed he wants players that can immediately come into the lineup and make a difference, which is a complete 180 from what the Sabres have been doing the last 5 or so years. They're usually looking to unload guys for picks or, get guys that, are futures and all that. Now, again, there's been some exceptions to that, trying to get guys at the deadline to improve your team. But we really haven't been in a spot at the deadline besides last season where we need that one extra guy to get to the playoffs. And Kevin Adams, quite frankly, failed at that job last season at the trade deadline. The Sabres usually, historically, have gotten their best pieces in the offseason when they try to rebuild and, go into a season with a fresh slate of guys, which, again, that tactic has not worked either. And, we're going on year 152 of no playoffs, and something's got to change, right? So I think Kevin Adams is good at coming up with a new system there. Yeah, that is
Connor Clifton, ladies and gentlemen.
That's as bad as it gets.
That's Connor Clifton, elite defending, folks. Jesus. Yeah. Is Justin Verlander back? Is he back yet?
Oh yeah. Did you see those new MLB jerseys? Oh my.
Are they bad?
They are horrible. So Fanatics took over making the jerseys. They're still Nike, but Fanatics produces them. And I don't know if you want to pull up a picture or what. They've moved the MLB logo from the top of the neck down a little bit, and they've crunched it with the name, and all of the nameplates are curved. So it's horrendous. And the letters are small. It's one of the worst changes I've ever seen from a jersey standpoint. It's league wide. It's horrible. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it.
Jeez, yeah, those don't look good. That's what that's what the NHL is looking forward to here with Fanatics. And
yeah.
How many years? Is it one more? Is this the final season of Adidas?
I think so, right? Fanatics takes over next year, I think. But yeah, if you just look up like spring training, jerseys from when they're playing, it is bad.
Yeah.
If you pull up like I don't even know, but yeah, the letters are just so small, it's so bad.
Let me see here. Bruh. What the hell? It doesn't I'm not a big baseball guy, but even I know that it kind of looks weird.
It looks so cheap, right? Now, they have said the players like the new jerseys, and apparently it is made from a material that makes them feel faster, maybe better aerodynamics. But at the end of the day, I mean, you got to make them look better than that. That is just atrocious.
It just looks cheap, plastered on crap.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like crap. Hey,
I'm excited to see what the players with the long names look like. So far, I've only seen, some moderate names, but with that curve, I don't know.
With that curve, yeah. Do you think they're going to bring curved names plates to the NHL? Is that what Fanatics is going to do?
No way. That would be insane. Yeah, I don't think so. A lot of people would be displeased about that.
There's a couple of teams. I know Detroit already has the curved name plates. It's able to work for them. So Fanatics, hey, you don't have to do anything with Detroit. Yeah. Now, the one bad thing about Adidas whenever they came into it, Cal, was Nashville's jerseys. The Nashville Predators jerseys are the only ones that I thought were significantly worse post Reebok.
Yeah, again, there's been subtle changes here and there, but yeah, I mean, Fanatics has the potential to completely ruin NHL jerseys. And if you thought the on jersey advertisements were bad, just wait for Fanatics, because Fanatics is gonna make whatever team you root for as jersey look 10 times worse, most likely. But I'm not going to knock them until they officially change and we see what they look like. But from what we've seen so far in other sports, and we all know Fanatics merchandise for the fans is definitely not top quality stuff. I mean, we can only assume that it's going to be rough.
Yeah, that has been evidently true. I'm just like my Chinese knockoff jersey here from DHgate of the Go Ahead, the UPL one. This is probably going to be nicer than the Fanatics, and I mean,
oh yeah,
even though this looks like pretty close, right? I don't think you could tell major differences between this from a distance. This looks okay. I'm just telling you, wearing it, the nameplate kind of like sticks to my back a little bit. So and
Yeah, that's
I'm assuming that's what Fanatics is going to be like just as well. I mean, and you've seen those Fanatics jerseys and the knockoffs in the Saber store already. Like they're not that good. They're really thin. They're really cheap feeling. That's going to be 100% of our options from now on. There will be not like a nice Adidas version and then the Fanatics, right? That's fine. That's okay. No, Fanatics is going to have 100% of all the jerseys. So that's why you see guys like YouTubers like the hockey guy come out with a 45-minute rant about Fanatics agreeing to a 10-year deal with the NHL. The NHL are just making some really boneheaded decisions.
yeah, they are, and I mean, I don't even know really what else to say about it. I mean, yeah, if you've ever felt one of those Fanatics, fan jerseys they call them, or not the authentic ones, but they still charge 100 something bucks for them. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
they're $30 jerseys. I mean, these things are still pretty expensive, and you could just tell. I'd rather buy a freaking shirt that says a jersey or something for 30 bucks than these because it's just not good at all. I mean, the quality's bad. It's so thin. Again, you could get a higher quality made one online from some random rip off website for like 20 bucks. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just kind of a mockery. So hopefully we don't see too many issues with Fanatics, but we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if you saw this earlier, but the Bills released like a sketch of what the new stadium is going to look like as compared to like some angles and stuff about telling
Hmm.
us how we're going to be closer to the field. And someone has pointed this out in that little promotional thing. 64% of the seats in the stadium are going to be covered by a roof canopy. At the time that the Bills and the state agreed to making this new stadium, they promised that 80% of the seats would be covered by a canopy roof. So
Ah,
the Bill Terry Pagula already finding ways to cost cut on an already non-innovative, non-boundary pushing stadium. This is already going to be a very average stadium. And it's
yeah.
now instead of going to have most of the people covered, it's going to be a little over half of the people covered. So
Yeah, I have some strong feelings about the stadium. I think it's pretty bare bones as compared to what you can do. I mean, with the technology nowadays, all of these new stadiums are just incredible, and it looks like the one in Buffalo is just going to be nicer than the one they have now. But I'm not seeing much creativity as of yet. And again, I'm not gonna, I'll reserve my final judgments for when I see the thing, in person when it's all done in 2 years. But so far from the renderings, which they haven't given us much, it doesn't seem very innovative at all. Again, they're promising, oh, we're bringing the players or the fans closer to the field. Yeah, when you have less seats, people are going to be closer to the field. It's like I don't know. It just seems like a bunch of baloney to me. But it's going to be nicer than the one they have now, and I think we all can agree they do need a new stadium because the one they have now, while it has a lot of memories and it is a pretty nice stadium for the area, it's got some functional errors, some
yeah,
I mean the foundation of it's cracking, the walkways are cracking.
the
In a
300
couple of years
level.
that place's going to be unsafe.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of issues with the seats too. So
Well, the 300s level, I was talking to my buddy, and they were like, yeah, a lot of architects are surprised that the 300 levels haven't already collapsed on themselves. So,
yeah,
this current
that's
stadium, I mean, I think this new stadium will be an upgrade, but if you're expecting a Palace, if you're expecting a SoFi Stadium, something that can host a Super Bowl, nope, not happening. So not happening. And if you're expecting something that's going to be like, I don't know if you saw the Tennessee Titans are also getting a new stadium
yeah.
a couple years after the Bills, and that their sketch renderings looked pretty nice, pretty freaking dope. And then you see this Bills, and it's basically just going to be an above ground bowl with stanchions and walls covering the interior on the outside. It's just going to be a lot like like MetLife. I don't know if you've ever been to MetLife Stadium in New York
I have
in
not, but
Rutherford.
I've seen it. Yeah, and again, you bring up the Tennessee one, and like that's innovative, right? They got a lot of like cool designs. They're using that like hickory wood or whatever that is famous in Nashville. You got, these wide open views where like you got the standing room like in the 200s and you could see the whole field. You got like
Hmm.
the club areas. I mean, again, they really haven't shown us anything with this, new Bills stadium besides a couple pictures. So again, I'm sure they're still working on some stuff, working on some clubs, working on some suites. But how many seats are there going to be? What, like 62,000, 60 something? I mean, that is like 10,000 less than they have now. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's not going to be loud. The number of people don't, you know, make up the noise in a
Right.
stadium. I mean, we look in Seattle and, it and Arrowhead, and it mainly is the shape of the stadium. And apparently this new stadium is configured in a way where the noise will be heard a little bit more than it is now in Orchard Park. But with that being said, I don't know if that's worth 10,000 seats, getting cut, because I think we all can agree, tickets are not exactly cheap for the Bills nowadays, and you take away 10,000 nosebleed seats, it's going to be tough to go to games not next year, but when they open up that stadium. And if the team continues to be good, it is what it is. They'll just, have sellouts every week, whatever. The team gets bad though. Ticket prices are still going to be quite expensive, and it's not going to be worth going to games.
Yeah, tickets are going to be really expensive for the at least the first 5 to 10 years after the construction of the stadium. The Bills are going to have to recoup the very small amounts that they actually did pay for this stadium,
Yeah,
because I think New York State, what they pay 80% of it, 70%. So it was just obscene and an extremely obscene amount. Um, no one in Buffalo wanted to pay for more of a stadium, right? Well, actually, we're paying for less of a stadium if you think about it.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And I don't know about the whole like people wanted a dome, people didn't want a dome. I get that it's Buffalo Bills football. We want to play in the snow. I get that. But when you have a guy like Josh Allen on your team, that is literally a true one of one. I mean, why would we continuously put him in elements, right? When he could just throw the ball, 70 yards, whatever, in a dome, and continuously plays better in a dome. But then you think of the other aspect of it, and it's, well, we have a guy who can dominate in the elements where other teams don't. So, it's kind of, there's pros and cons to both sides of that, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I know the new canopy is supposed to limit the amount of wind that reaches the field, which I know Tyler Bass will, if he's still around, will definitely enjoy that. Um, Speaking of guys that
Jeez.
had rough seasons, Tyler Bass.
Oh man, don't even get me
Hopefully,
started.
hopefully he has a bounce back year. Hope,
Cal, I haven't thought about the actual Bills team for at least 4 weeks, a month now. It's been a month.
yeah.
I haven't thought about them since the Chiefs loss. Okay,
I've
and
tried. I've tried to not. Yeah, I get it. And it is what it is, right? I mean, another year where too much stress, way too much stress to just end on the same note. Just a completely wasted season. But we'll see what happens next year. Hopefully, we could get some good pickups in the offseason and in the draft with not a lot of cap space. But it is what it is. It's almost baseball season, and that is. Well, I'd like to say that's more calming for me, but as a Mets fan, I'm not gonna.
nah, I'm just ready to go for when the Knicks inevitably lose in 6 games in the second round. It's so
Yeah.
happening again. I know the Knicks are so injured right now. Basically, it's only Jalen Brunson. DiVincenzo is injured. M. Rob's. When is M. Rob? Is he's supposed to come back sometime?
Last couple of weeks of the season. Yeah, now we are luckily in the All-Star break for the NBA season. So Sunday's the
Mm-hmm.
All-Star game, Saturday night's the three-point contest, skills challenge, and dunk contest. So the Knicks will have a little bit of time when they get back. They should, Julius Randle should be almost ready to get back in that lineup. And again, NBA seeding doesn't really matter. Again, 8 teams make the playoffs from each conference, or then there's that play-in 9 through 11 or whatever it is, or 8 through 11. Again, all you got to do is get there. And when this Knicks team gets healthy, they are actually a very good team, which is something I haven't been able to say about the Knicks in a while. I mean, I guess the last couple of years they've been good, but this team's different.
Have
And
they? Yeah, have they ever been this deep before though? With Bogdanovich, with Burks, with like Grimes, all these guys. I mean, it's just I
yeah,
don't know. This team I think is different. I think if there's any
yeah,
team.
no more Grimes now.
Oh,
Grimes is
that's right. He
gone,
got
but yeah,
traded. I
yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah.
But
Oops.
yeah, I mean they are deep, and again, I know a lot of people are complaining about Alec Burks and Bogdanovich. They both have looked kind of subpar in their first couple of games, but you got to remember, they are going to be on the bench once you got your main guys, coming back. Once Randall comes back, you won't see much of Burks until, the second half of games and all that. So definitely a deep team, but right now you're putting backups out there, and I think people are kind of jumping the gun saying that they, may have not had a great trade deadline. OG Anunoby, another guy who you'll get back towards the end of the season, who is a very good player. So we'll see what happens here, but it looks like the Sabres are coming out of the tunnel now, and it is Military Appreciation Night. I don't think we've mentioned that yet tonight. Military Appreciation Night, always a fun night at the rink. The Sabres wear their camo-inspired warm-up jerseys that I'm sure if anyone wants to buy, I think you could bid on them, some website.
Yeah. So thanks, veterans. It's been a fun one, but unfortunately it doesn't look like there's too many veterans in the stands tonight.
Yeah.
Charlie says the stadium cost will be paid back over a 20-year span. Tax revenue from $200 million of $200 million from players, sales tax, business taxes, etc. I couldn't stand the Bills with Ralph Wilson. If John Bon Jovi bought the team, you think they would have been good? No. I mean, that's
they
not.
They might have been in Toronto.
Yeah, they probably would have been in Mississauga, Toronto, the greater Toronto area, definitely. But we're just complaining a little bit about that the Bills aren't fulfilling some of the promises that they promised when everyone first got on board with it. They were saying 80% of the seats would be covered. There'd be a canopy roof. It'd be like a
big buffaloes, and so far it doesn't look like they got them.
They still.
That's my biggest complaint.
No big buffaloes. What are you gonna do to those buffaloes, Cal? Are you gonna? I mean, I'm kind of scared. You seem to be rather obsessed.
I think you got a lot of photo opportunities with the buffaloes. I think you'll have a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, if they got giant buffaloes, you'll have a lot of people climbing on them for photos and stuff. So
I mean, there's that one house near us where they have the couple of big steel iron buffaloes or whatever sitting in their driveway. Love those guys. Oh, there's a floater to the front of the net. We'll get back to that in a second. But the Sabres are inconveniently here. They get it in front. Middlestad with a tip right on goal. Stopped by Stolarz. And the Panthers can clear. Middlestad again with another crazy opportunity that he was unable to finish. And now Montour steps inside. He's gonna get tripped up, but no call.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of slipped up there. I don't know if tripped over himself or over a Sabres stick, but yeah, no call there.
Sabres chip this one again into the Panthers zone. Middlestat going after it. He's at the end of the shift, though. Peterka with some support. Panthers get there first. They stretch a pass out here to Nick Cousins. Again, he's a little friggin' rat. He's a rat. He's not a good guy. He's a jerk-off. But look at the Sabres here, trying to get some speed going. Cousins into the corner now, working off of Ekman-Larsson. Benson finds Cousins, trying to work his way off the corner, almost got to the front of the net. Now Benson with the puck on his stick. Benson on the backhander, behind the net, gets to the near side. Peterka with a shot, and Stolarz squeezes that post and makes a fine save.
Yeah, he's been good tonight, hasn't he? I mean, every chance the Sabres have had, he's been there. Very good with his pad so far this game, and a couple of good glove saves on Connor Clifton.
Yep, Connor Clifton. Sabres' best offensive defenseman. Cale agrees.
Unfortunately so.
All right, Sabres offensive zone face-off. They win it to the point. Jokiharju banks this one off the boards. Again, Skinner will bank this one down low once more. To Tage Thompson. Takes a couple cross-checks behind the net. And Poso trying to do the best to support. He can't really do too much, though, at his limited age and whatnot. The Panthers do get it out, but not very far, though. Now they'll get possession again. They'll chip this one down the far side into the corner here. The Sabres, who's that? Lutsarainen, Eetu Lutsarainen. Skinner. Oh, that's a horrible clearing attempt. Lundell shoots. Stopped by Conroy with the firm shoulder save. Skinner again. He's going to have another crack at clearing the zone. No, he's going to hand it off to Jokiharju. Give him the fun duties of doing something like that. Jokiharju crosses that red line. He's going to throw this one into the Panthers zone. And the Panthers nearly gave it away. Olofsson trying to walk down the high slot but couldn't handle it. Panthers in a desperation heave throw this one down the ice for an icing.
Yeah, so far so good for the Sabres here in the second period. A couple minutes in, they've had some chances, and now we look at our boy, Matt Ellis.
What's he got to say? Oh, yeah, we're just going to keep chipping it to the net, work hard along the boards, keep it in the zone. Yep, that's what we got to do. Woo!
Yep.
Oh, I love Matty Ellis. Great guy. Great guy. All right, Sabres lean into this face-off. Panthers win it, though. Gergensen's trying to chase after it. The fourth line could not sustain offensive zone pressure. I did not see that one coming. Sabres have to get back into their own zone. They force it back up by Stenlund on the puck here for the Panthers. Kevin Stenlund gives it to the defenseman. They'll rocket this one into the Sabres zone. Clifton first to that one. Lomberg giving him some pressure. Clifton, though, neatly finds Gergensen, who can advance it up the ice. He's got to go back to Clifton. He'll go across. Sabres working their way around the zone to Krebs now. Krebs making a move at the center ice. Krebs passes it back. One-timer in the crease. Nobody there, though, jumping on that one. Olofsson just kind of with his... Oh, my God, and he can't even make a good pass to keep it in at the point, bro. Clifton has to retreat, but what an opportunity. Great rush there by Peyton Krebs. Sabres again trying to get into the zone. Dahlin throws this one to the outside all the way around. Greenway nearly found a man going to the net. Now Middlestad will throw one on target. Stolarz makes the save and the Panthers clear, but the Sabres are putting on some extremely good pressure here in this early stages of the second period. Middlestad finds Greenway, loses control of it there at center ice, but the Panthers can't keep it, and they'll just throw it into the Sabres zone. Greenway, again, trying to go up ice, finds Middlestad. He'll chip this one all the way through, but he was before the red line, so this will be an icing. But
yeah, I mean, that had to be Krebs' best moment of the season, right? I mean, a little dipsy-do, a little toe drag right around, and unfortunately didn't have anyone with him, really, so had to drop it back. Still got a good chance on net, but no goal to come from it.
See, that's what we've been waiting to see from Krebs his entire Sabres career. He just never has done it. Maybe it has to do something with he's never got any support. But here's Reinhart going around behind the net to the front, trying to wrap around that backhand shot. Couldn't get it to go on goal. Barkov, though, in the corner. They throw it to the near wing. There's another shot from Kulikov straight into the glove of Comrie. That was going well wide, but Comrie did not want to take any chances.
I mean, you gotta give Comrie credit here. Jumping in, hasn't played in forever, and so far he's looked very good, and very calm in the crease.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Sabres have also done a decent job insulating him after the first couple of minutes of that first period. So, I mean, defensively, the Sabres have been better here tonight, but still, you need to see them score a goal or two here, and they need more high-danger opportunities. And off that defensive zone faceoff, the Sabres win it. Bryson clears it over to Connor Clifton. Clifton back to Bryson. He'll start the rush going up the far side. His pass was looking for Benson. He almost had it there. Benson almost did. But nice job by the Florida Panthers defenseman to break that one up. And now Reinhart no! He tried to go between the legs. He fanned on it. He fanned on the shot. And it goes harmlessly wide. Sabres, though, can't get it out. Jacob Bryson trying to use his speed to stretch to the ice. Couldn't do it there. Now Cousins will have an opportunity here. But he gets stopped right before the red line. So he'll have to retreat again, but turns it over to Sam Bennett. Bennett to Gacevich. Jonas Gacevich. Panthers. Gacevich. Yeah. He brings us... I'm just going to avoid saying his name. Here's Gustav Forsling, sends that pass to the front of the net. Rebound sits loose there in the crease. Now they get around to it to the near side. Ekblad, one-timer, right into the chest there of Ekblad. Sabres still can't get possession, though. They are in deep doo-doo here. Lutzerainen to Lundell, trying to go far side to Gustav Forsling. Couldn't keep it in the zone. Paterka with a nice play there, and now he finds Benson going up the ice, but Benson at the end of a shift will backtrack slowly and then put this one into the corner. Panthers, though, they feel themselves now after that Reinhart burst of life. They have another opportunity, another shot that goes wide of the target. Rebound goes all the way to the near side of Poso, trying to win that foot race. He couldn't. Panthers do get it to Dahlin, only as far as Dahlin, but Dahlin tried to make a nice move before Montour shut down that offensive advancement. Panthers get the puck out of the zone to the neutral zone. Dahlin there at his own blue line. Gets it to Poso at the near side boards, right at the blue line. But again, he cannot get this puck deep into the zone. Sabres are struggling in the last couple of moments here to cross that Panthers blue line. Poso again.
They are, and they started off this period pretty hot, and all of a sudden, it's on all Panthers.
Dahlin is going to one-time this one all the way On goal, right on Stolar, so no icing there. He gives it to Montour. Montour up the ice for Ryan Longberg. Longberg on the backhand will chip this one into the Sabres zone. Jokiar, who is there first, can't get it out. Longberg out of the corner, finds Kevin Stenlund. Stenlund going far side for Tkachuk. Tkachuk off the wall. He's got some space. Trying to get through to the high slot. Nothing there, though, as the Sabres broke that play up. And now Olofsson, risky pass through the middle of the ice, finds Jokiar, who does a good job at first to get out of it. Now he finds Olofsson going up the ice, and Olofsson crosses that blue line, drops it back. Krebs, he tried to go in for the shot. Now he drops it back for the one-timer. That deflected wide. Jurgensen's on the puck. Sharp angle shot, stopped by Stolars. The rebound goes to Krebs. He plays it to the point. Good pressure here by the Sabres. Bryson to Krebs. High slot. Jurgensen's with a one-timer was deflected and blocked before it could ever get through to Stolarts. And the Panthers can clear this one all the way down the ice. Not far enough for icing, though. Johnson. Ryan Johnson. I don't know what the hell he was doing there. He almost gave up another goal there for against the Sabres. But here, look at Krebs. Beat a couple of men. Got hip checked as he tried to go through to the net. Who was that?
He's back up. He's back.
Krebs bounces back up to his feet as the Panthers go the other way. Reinhart into the near side corner. This game seems to have finally gotten some life under itself. Life under its wings. Clifton neatly packs a pass in there for Greenway. He's trying to go up ice. Breakaway pass to Tuck. One-timer. Right out to challenge it is Stolarts, and he makes a big save for the Panthers. And we are going to go to a commercial break.
Wow. I have some breaking news at this commercial break. Iowa guard Caitlin Clark breaks the all-time NCAA women's scoring record, previously held by Kelsey Plum, WNBA All-Star. So, yeah, we'll see something finally to happen that's interesting in women's college basketball. So, definitely intrigued with that one.
Yeah, that was she may legitimately be a better three-point shooter than Steph Curry.
we're gonna find out at the All-Star game. Yeah, they're having a little competition, and
is she
it's definitely good for women's basketball.
Is she actually gonna be out there?
Yeah, she's doing a 3-point contest against Steph Curry during the skills competition. Doing it now. They will be at different ends, using different balls and different 3-point lines. I don't know if you saw the NBA court that they're using for the NBA All-Star weekend, but it's all digital. They could change it to look however it wants. So they could put the 3-point line wherever. They got different designs for like the dunk contest and all that stuff. It'll be cool.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll see. Yeah, as long as they're not doing too much with it, it's got to be pretty subtle. You don't really want it to be too distracting. Much like the NBA digital ads are for a lot of people.
I was just going to say the digital boards. People, the NHL was saying, "Oh, this is going to be innovative, revolutionary," and people are like, "No, this is annoying."
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, maybe. But we have 12 minutes dead on to go here in this second period. Sabres, courtesy of Peyton Krebs, finding some life finally. And before that commercial break, Alex Tuck walked in. It was very reminiscent of that one goal he scored against the Boston Bruins on New Year's Eve back in 2022. So that was almost a cool play. And before that, Reinhart tried to go between the legs to go top corner, but he just totally whiffed on the pass. And I'm sure, he scored a lot of goals this year. But on a breakaway in a 1-0 game, do you necessarily want to embarrass yourself trying to do something like that?
Probably not, right?
Yeah, I don't want to try to get too cute. That looked very reminiscent of the Reinhart that did play in Buffalo, trying to get too cute with everything. But here's Henry Jokiar, throws his pass down the far side, missed Tuck, and it's going to come back for an icing. That was quick. Steven, what's going on? My night is going kind of mid. Would be better if, Cal told me his social security number or the Sabres started scoring goals, But, either or is okay, Cal, right? You have an opportunity.
We're not gonna have the former, so you're gonna have to hope for the latter in the Sabres scoring goals, and I don't know if that's gonna quite happen.
Yeah, right now the Sabres can't even get it out of the zone, but the Panthers can't do anything with it, as Verhaeghe couldn't handle the pass and it chips out of play into the back netting. But make sure, folks, hit that like button, subscribe.
We have breaking news. I know, Don, you're going to find this one very entertaining. Tyler Reddick has won the NASCAR Duel #1.
I know who that is. Yes, Tyler
Don is, if
Riddick.
you guys don't know in the chat, Don is one of the biggest NASCAR fans I know, so he's all over it.
Absolutely. I know Danica Patrick. I know Lewis Hamilton. I know he switched from Mercedes-Benz to Ferrari.
Not NASCAR, but yep.
Same thing. They all drive their little cars and stuff. Yep. Not like a Grand Prix or something stupid like that. I don't. Is that like leagues? Is that like the Premier League and the MLS and the NHL? Like
I don't know much about F1, but yeah, F1's like
F1.
the big one in like all the European countries, and NASCAR is dominant in the USA, and that's about it. And then like the best way to compare Formula One, it's kind of like IndyCar.
Look at Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson. Oh, he could have just found Olofsson going to the back post. It looks like he was kind of hooked a little bit too there. As he was
that kind of looks like
Tage
zone. This year, right? I mean, that's been Tage Thompson. He's made that one move, but he hasn't really followed through with it. Whereas years prior, what made him so good is he'd make that move, then he was able to make a second and third move onto that, which would really open up the game for him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Steven, this is a New Jersey. I got it for is a knockoff UPO goat head jersey. Oh, there's a quick shot right off the toe of the left pad there of Eric Comrie, and now the Sabres can spring a play going forward. Olofsson into the Panthers' end, had that broken up by Kevin Stenlund, and the Panthers can come back with speed now. Montour across the Sabres' blue line, drops it there, takes a check as he makes the play. Ryan Johnson now has it, controls it, trying to make something happen, but he's getting totally stuffed there behind his own net. Panthers keep it alive in the offensive zone for a quick moment before a loose pass goes all the way into the opposite end. Whoa, Stolhart's nearly turned that puck over. He's got to race his ass back to the net. Cousins on the boards there. Finds it, Ryan Johnson, but Johnson can't get it to the net either. But Stolhart's nearly got caught out there. I think a 6th grade girl could beat up Olofsson. Yeah, definitely.
Probably.
One of the weakest players we've seen. And did you see? Does he really think he get a playing opportunity elsewhere? Like, come on, bro. Let's be real.
Again, he can score goals on the power play, and that is a team that doesn't really care about toughness. They just need an extra goal scorer towards the playoffs. I mean,
Vegas.
That's what we're. Yeah.
Vegas Golden Knights reunite him and Jackie Eichel. Jackie Poo. All right.
Could happen.
That'd be a fit. Oh, Peterka just got cross-checked into the boards. We're going to have a whistle here. Definitely a penalty coming up on Sam Bennett. Numbers 2, him. Back.
Yeah, Dahlin's going after Bennett now, and I don't think anything's going to happen there. But yeah, Sabres will head to the power play, which is...
Oops.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, indeed. Sabres power play, if you don't know why I'm saying that, and you haven't been watching the Sabres play this year, not good. It's one of the worst power plays I've ever seen, and I've been a Sabres fan for my entire life, and I've seen some bad power plays, and this one might be the worst one.
Yeah, the Sabres have I wouldn't call it strategy, more so let's waste everyone's time, right? Yeah, that's as good as so. I forgot to bro, just disappear. There it is. How's the video games going? Are you guys rooting for me to get addicted to video games? Is that what's going on here? I like video games. They're okay every now and then, but I don't ever religiously play them per se. I wouldn't say that happens. It's your boy Dog. Really intuitive chat here. He says, and I quote, donate. And
that's a new one. That's a new one.
That's a new one, Cal. And he always comes in. He has to I assume it's a he. It's your boy Dog. Always says really deep stuff, Cal. Really deep.
Yeah, I gotta say. I mean, I'm considering giving It's Your Boy Dog mod status at this point. I mean, he's really, really a supportive and intellectual being. So thank you, It's Your Boy Dog.
It's your boy Dog. Thank you. We appreciate all the love, all the donations that you haven't put into this channel. For someone that always says it.
I mean, that should be a 5-minute penalty.
It should be. Oh,
right.
Bro, my Hulu just froze. I'm going to be behind Kale again. God darn it. Gosh darn it. Yeah. Yeah, that should be a 5-minute. That's a boarding. Easiest boarding call you could ever call for a referee. Now, I don't want to give the referees that much credit, but they did at least call a penalty there. I've seen a lot of times where that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, yeah, we've definitely seen some bad penalties not called, and the opposite.
It's definitely
Yeah, this
it's a dangerous hit. But as very unexpectedly, folks, the Sabres have lost the opening faceoff and will have to go all the way back down the ice. The Sabres are 29th in the NHL on the power play. And Cousins can't even break into the zone. Poso is on this first power play unit, though, folks.
Woo! So that's getting this trade value up.
Boston really he is scoring 11 goals. He's on pace for 20 this season.
Yes.
Here's Dahlin. Quick shot at the point. Tipped right in front of by Kyle Poso, actually. Stolarz, though, did make the save. For anyone that plays Madden Mobile, the Epic Super Bowl CMC is a beast.
I haven't played Madden Mobile in at least 5 years. It used to be really good, and then they switched it up a little bit, and I have not touched the game since. And I think they went back to kind of how it used to be, at least a little bit. But I think they got rid of the auction house, which is unfortunate. But
yeah, I've never played it. Maybe I should. Should I play, folks? Madden Mobile.
I know the college game's coming out soon. That should be a fun one.
Yeah. Play as UB. Have to rebuild the UB program.
Yeah. Got a new coach this year. We'll see how UB football is. They should be a little bit better than last year, maybe.
Bro, the Sabres power play is just... I forgot how bad this is. The Sabres are forced to retreat again. Tage Thompson just dropped it back to nobody. Casey Middleton had to come in and skate with it. Now he crosses the blue line. Still has it. Plays it to the point. Dahlin immediately passes it across. Thompson with a high shot. Stopped by Stolarz. Rebound. Sits in front. Middlestat, though, could not get it into the open net. He couldn't get a stick on it. Skinner now with the puck. Walks in. Shoots it. Stopped by Stolarz. Didn't have the angle. Thompson now off the... Oh, he hit the bar. He hit the corner. Or maybe Stolarz got a piece of it with the glove.
Thompson. They got it with the glove. Oh, my.
Now they're buzzing here. Dahlin. He's going to slow it down. Plays it to the far side. One-timer. Thompson. Pad save by Stolarz. And again, the Sabres have to make a backup goalie look like a FAFSA candidate.
Always.
It always happens. Here's Middlestat. Or Peterka going up the ice. Peterka just going to ring this one around the boards to nobody. It's really wasteful, actually. Lomberg's going to clear it down, and that's going to do it here for this very plainly bad Sabres power play. That's over.
They had some chances on that one, though, I will say. That one was definitely one of the better Sabres power plays where they haven't scored so far this year.
Here's Peterka in the far corner. Has the puck. Trying to center this one. Nobody there, though. Bryson has to retreat for the puck, and oh my god, who the hell was that? Was that Dahlin giving him a really crappy pass, or was that Jokiharju? Either way, here's Krebs on the puck, drops it to Greenway. Greenway finds Krebs going to the corner now, racing in, checked before he could get there by Ekblad. Gustav Forsling now has the puck. He's tied up there along the back end boards there. Sabres take a tumble. Krebs not once but twice here. Girgensons on the puck again, still has the puck over on the far boards. Sabres just trying to get some momentum going here. Need a goal anywhere. Can't be shut out again this season. Can't have another one-goal game either.
Ugh.
Looks like we're destined for that.
That would be brutal.
Looks like we are destined for that sort of result. Oh my god, Clifton nearly got popped there. Somehow got it forward to Greenway. Or to Girgensons. Girgensons drops it. Olofsson misses the pass on the far side. Now Clifton, the one-timer stop. Oh, he's going to have another. Oh, he tried to toe track it. That didn't work. Couldn't get by the Barkov, the stick of Barkov. Barkov goes into the Sabres zone to the far corner. Girgensons met there by Sam Reinhart. Reinhart flips it to the near side for Barkov. Throws that one towards the net. Blocked before it could get all the way through by Dahlin. Dahlin will neatly play this one through the high slot. Go to Olaf. What is Olofsson doing? You suck. You literally suck. You had a just easy pass up the ice. He makes everything look so damn difficult. Oh my god. It's unbelievable how bad Victor Olofsson really is. Who would trade for this bum? Maybe we should have traded him when he was on scoring. Oh, are you serious? Clifton's getting cold for that?
Clifton gets a penalty.
For what?
That's a weak call.
For what? He was making a play on the puck. He was touching it. Now after the play was over, Dahlin gets thrown around by Nico Mikula a little bit. There's Dmitry Kulikov slightly leaning his shoulder into that check. But are you kidding me? That's going to be a penalty on Clifton? For what? For what? That's embarrassing.
Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible.
A typical embarrassment by the referees here. Just ridiculous. And why?
We'll see what comes out of that one, but most likely Sabres had to their first penalty kill. And I again, that's the thing with the NHL, which I just absolutely despise. They always try to even it up, right? Like, call the penalties when they're there. When they're not, don't call them. But it seems like the NHL is always trying to get, makeup call. Like, that's it. It's just absolutely horrible. Again, officiating has become a huge problem in every single league. But
yeah, I mean, I just don't understand. You don't have to even it up. You don't like it. It's absolutely not necessary whatsoever. It's just really there's no reason for the refs to try to make these games about them, and that's what oftentimes it comes down to. And right there, they're going to call, I think, Connor Clifton for an interference, probably. But, again, just how? How are you calling that? And also, how is my Hulu with 4 friggin' bars not loading the game again? Why are we buffering?
Not good.
This is why Disney sucks. Yeah, so the Panthers are going to go to their first power play of the night. Cal, you're gonna have to let me know when the play does return.
All right. We'll do. They're showing the replay now.
I mean, Hulu just has an extreme inability to load anything right now. Is it just this TV? This is just annoying.
All right. Yep. Still okay. Now we are dropping the puck here for the power play for the Florida Panthers. Face-off won by the Panthers now. Given back to the point. Montour with the puck now sliding it across. That one goes around the net. Down low to Barkov and
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh. Montour puts a shot on net. That one goes wide, and that one is going to be cleared by Cousins. And now Cousins, almost had a breakaway chance, but now he's one-on-one. He gets a shot off, and that one had to be shouldered down. And now Greenway able to keep the puck in the zone, and he's just going to turn around and send it all the way back down to Dahlin, who is going to slap it all the way back down the ice. So Sabres managed to kill off already 40 seconds of this power play. And Brandon Montour is going to bring the puck up ice, dish it back. Classic Sabres drop pass. Their second period shots 15-3 in favor of the Sabres. So the Sabres are dominating the second period without a goal, though. And the Sabres are going to be able to change it up now as the Panthers cannot enter the offensive zone. Zach Benson out there now for the Sabres, along with Alex Tuck and Jacob Bryson and Rasmus Dahlin still out there.
What minute are you at? What's your time looking like?
Oh, I'm at 3:55.
Bro's 5 seconds ahead of me. Yeah, you must have seen the Panthers are already into the zone here. I have one of the worst pictures. Why doesn't Hulu want it? It's my internet. It goes right in front. Reinhart trying to get a shot off. Tuck blocked it, though. Trying to clear it as well. Can't do so. Barkov keeps it in the zone. There's another quick shot that goes wide of Comrie, near side. You're kidding me, Hulu. You don't say that you're having trouble playing this. Now they go right tight inside. Another shot. Florida sends that one wide. 25 seconds to go here on this power play. There we go. Finally.
Yeah, Sabres can't clear the puck. They've had plenty of opportunities here, and they just can't seem to get it out.
22 seconds left in this power play. Reinhart sends it down low. Back up to the point. Barkov across to Montour. Montour back to Barkov on the near face-off circle. Fanned on the pass, and the Sabres, with 10 seconds to go, are going to be able to clear this one all the way down the ice, and Reinhart didn't get that vintage moment on the power play. Sabres leading the shots. I don't know if you said it, Cal. I think you did say it a couple seconds ago. They're leading at 25-16 currently. Now 25-17 as the Panthers get one last shot as that power play expires. So, yeah.
I mean, I got to say that, Comrie, again, he's looked good. I did not expect this good of a performance from Comrie, but again, Sabres out shooting a team that are getting shots on the net, and they just cannot put the puck in the net, and that's been the story of the year no offense, right? They went from top 5 in goals scored on average last year to bottom 10.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's almost as if the general manager needed to make moves to maybe improve this team to keep the momentum going forward instead of stagnating. And the
you would
Sabres just
think.
they're gonna go back to the penalty kill. We just high stick the guy right off the bat there. Nice. Delayed penalty coming up against and they scored. Tipped
Yep,
in front.
Kachuk is going to get that one. Comrie is arguing. I don't know if he's arguing interference or a high stick there, but let's take a look here.
There you go. The Sabres are heavily outshooting their opponent, yet find themselves down by 2. Matthew Kachuk is going to score this one here for the Florida Panthers. He had it at the point. I don't know what the hell Comrie's arguing for there. Looks like he's saying that it hit the glove. Lundell was making contact with the glove. That's right where.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sabres do have a shout. Comrie was protesting it after the play. Both teams, it looks like I don't know. Lundell was the one who made contact with Comrie before the puck went in. I think this is going to count, though.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they're just gonna keep playing here. So 2-0 Florida. And yeah, the Sabres need the next goal. If Florida goes up 3-0, that's basically wrapped.
Yeah. But on their 19th shot of the game, the Panthers double their advantage here, and for a team that cannot score, being in a 2-0 hole is pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, and if you think this team has any want to win, again, just look at that first line. I mean, if you're putting Kyle Posa with Skinner and Thompson, you've given up, and they've been doing that for a while now.
Yeah. Just it's. I mean, people say we need to fire Don Granato now, but my question is, who are you going to replace him with in season? Why don't you just let it wait? It's already a wasted season.
Yeah, you should have done that a long time ago, and now you just got to wait till the off season, I think.
I mean, the Sabres just keep doing the same thing over and over again. I don't know if you've seen some of these like press conferences where he goes, "Yeah, I just don't have any answers." He's a coach that doesn't have answers. And that's just spectacular for a coach.
Right? I mean, yeah, and I hate to say it, but I have no answers too. I mean, this team just stinks. Whatever they're doing right now is just not working, and they are far from the team they were last year.
Right. And looking back on that goal, Comrie, I think he was just hoping, praying that there was goalie interference because he should have saved that right off the glove and in. It's embarrassing.
It was a delayed penalty though, so they're probably going to score on that one. Already not scoring on the one right before, so.
Yeah. Sabres have it again in Panther zone. Get it to the neutral zone, though. Benson trying to step around his man. Couldn't do so. The Sabres do get it into the zone. Cousins across the ice. They keep it around there in the far corner for a moment. Benson gets hauled down. I wouldn't be surprised if Benson picked up a penalty for being on the ice and laying down for a moment.
Yeah, right.
Here's Cousins, neatly drops it back to Dahlin. Dahlin along the boards. Again, trying to keep it alive there, but nothing to do. And now the Panthers may have a 2-on-1 breakaway, basically, for Montour off the post, off the crossbar. Somehow stays out. 54.8 seconds. Montour was in all alone, went to the backhander, and that was saved.
Right off the crossbar, and then, yeah, he shoots right back out in front of Comrie, and he smartly hangs on to that one as, he just got beat and got bailed out by the post. But, yeah, less than a minute here to go in the second. Again, the Sabres team, a very bad team when playing from behind, and you can't allow the next goal. You got to get one here. And when you're down, a lot of those goals you get when you're losing are those gritty goals, those non-pretty goals, and that's something the Sabres just are not good at all.
No, definitely not. Absolutely not. All right, Sabres again lift this one out of the zone, goes down the ice. Girgensons banks this one forward, and now Okposo is rightfully with his proper line here. 40 seconds to go or so in this second period. Sabres ringing around to the far boards. There's a shot, again, glances wide of the target. Girgensons knocks this one To the point to Bryson. Bryson again down low to Peyton Krebs. Krebs going off the boards, finds Bryson again at the point, takes the shot, deflects right in front, and Krebs again trying to get onto this rebound. Fourth line looking better with Oposo on it rather than off of it. Krebs trying to saucer this one towards the middle of the ice. Here's Bryson again. Down low to Oposo. It's nice that they're doing this here now with 5 seconds to go. Puck
Yeah,
stuck in the corner, and yeah, that's period over. Period over.
Oof.
So a rough ending to that period if you're the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah, rough ending, but at the end of the day, you're still down 2 goals. It's still possible. It's just, the way this team is formatted right now, they just are not made to win these games where they get down by multiple goals. We'll see if they can change that narrative tonight, but as of right now, it doesn't look like they are going to get at least one. They probably get 0 points out of this game.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, for the Sabres, though, it's just got to be a little crisper than this. They haven't taken their opportunities. They've had their opportunities. It just hasn't been going in.
That's just kind of been the season, right? And I think we just kind of got to move on, get ready for next year, and that all starts at the trade deadline, where I think you can make some serious moves. A lot of people look at again. There's going to be a ton of people at the trade deadline who panic, right? You got the teams that think they need guys, to go on that playoff run, and they overspend. They'll all of a sudden they paid second round picks for guys like Eric Robinson, or not Eric Robinson, Eric Johnson. Speaking of Eric Robinson, would have liked to see him in the lineup tonight. I don't know why we keep scratching him, although he hasn't been all that great, productivity wise, but at least he tries. And then you have those other teams where they, sell everyone because they think it's a great chance. They got to sell everyone. They got to sell guys even with years left on their contract. They don't want to wait till the offseason. So the Sabres can take advantage of a ton of teams being kind of in the middle there where they don't really have anyone to really sell besides older guys. They don't have any like big pieces besides maybe Middlestat. And they don't really need anyone for that 1 year rental thing. So they're going to be looking at guys under contract that teams kind of want to unload. So they're in a nice spot here where they can kind of see what the market does. But if you're Kevin Adams, you got to do something. You have to do something. I know you want to wait till the offseason, but nobody's panicking in the offseason. You have all the time in the world. The trade deadline is when you can really make some nice moves. So we'll see if Kevin Adams can rob anyone or take advantage of any team that's looking maybe to shift their focus a little bit too. And again, if Kevin Adams wants to do 1-for-1s, maybe just switch uniforms because that's sometimes the best thing for a player, right? A pretty even swap, you change uniforms, and all of a sudden you're a much better player. So we'll see what Kevin Adams decides to do, but I'm not expecting much, but hopefully he does do quite a bit.
Yep, just learned that I got an 80 on an exam that I thought I scored above a 90 on. So,
oof. Hey, I mean, at the end of the day, it's an 80. It is what it is. Life goes on.
Yeah, it's not been a good week for. It's not been a great week for exams. Oh, and it's only going to get worse next week.
Yeah, this last week with everything that's been going on with my health, I just I've completely stopped caring about a lot of the little things, and it's honestly been nice. But just gotta stay alive. That's the number one goal at this point. And
exactly, right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's just so true, so true. But yeah, I'm feeling a little pissed off right now. So the Sabres, if you really want to make me happy, you're gonna have to do something. But I doubt they're gonna do anything.
Yeah, Sawyer said he got a 68 on a tech test today. Yeah, that's not good. I've been doing okay, so far this year. Last year I was good in all but one class, and one class was not necessarily great on the test, but luckily that didn't weigh me down too much. So still did pretty good in that semester. Sawyer also had a 61 on a math quiz on Monday.
Oh man,
yeah,
I did get
tough.
I did get a 63 on my exam last week, so I got a 63 there, and 80 on this one. It's
luckily the class last semester that I was struggling at let you do test corrections, so there were a couple of them I got like D's on that those corrections really came up clutch, and we still ended up clutching the A-, but it was there's a lot of tests that were like D's, a couple in a row. It's like, never done
Yeah,
that before, but it is what it is,
right.
right?
Yeah, it is what it is, but like still, I'm a senior in college. I don't really want to care about this stuff, you know? I don't want to I want to ride it out, but I also can't afford to get like 3 A's and a C and a B. Like that's what I currently have, and Cal,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
wanna die.
it's
I wanna die.
just got to get through. You got one more semester, then you're done. Me, on the other hand, still 2 more years going at it strong. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, but I'm not really too concerned. Just
Wait a minute.
gotta keep chugging away.
We got a W here because right after I got the 80, she just said exam one, extra credit, 6 points. Booyah!
Bang! There you go.
Bang! We back to a B, baby. We back. We
That's
so
so fun.
back.
Like I feel like college gives out way more extra credit than high school even. Like I feel like college they'll just like boost. And again, there's some classes that like absolutely screw you, but for the most part, a lot of these classes that people do bad on, they'll just be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, 10-point boost, 10-point boost here. Like there's ways to definitely cheese the system, and it's definitely not fair because some kids have classes where they can't do that, and then you get that grade gap that really shouldn't be a thing. But
Mm-hmm.
again, if I'm paying for something and I'm failing by like 1 point, that's absolute nonsense.
Right. Yeah, like I definitely wouldn't want that to be the
Unless you're
case for
going to
me.
be like a doctor. Like if you're going to be like a doctor or something super important that like you have to know what you're doing, then okay, we should be very strict about that. Like you got to know what's going on to get to the next level. But if you're going to college for something, something pretty generic, whatever, you should not be, paying money and failing and having to pay more money. I mean, that's when you get into the scam of college. But again, if
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be doing something that's, top of the line, you have to get stuff right. People's lives are in jeopardy. I can understand, some picky professors, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm learning about investments, and is this life or death? Debatable. Yeah,
Yeah, not necessarily.
bit very very debatable. So yeah, like stop making my life stressful. Although probably should make my own life stressful, since I did get that 63
Yeah.
in an otherwise easy class like this. I just make my life so much more difficult. It'd be nice not because this is what always happens, guys. You're witnessing me have a full grades meltdown, even though it always works out. It always has worked out. I started off slow. Always the first exams are horrible, and then it slowly gets better. I always have to fight my way to get back to an A or a B in each class. And is it good for you? It's not very good for your stress levels. Definitely not. No. Um,
Not quite, yeah. But
yeah, but like, hey, as long as you get the results down, now I think I'm gonna go to law school, so certainly can't do something like that.
yeah, then you gotta buckle up and start getting a little better marks, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Just gotta keep living.
keep on living. That's what we're gonna keep doing. Okay, okay, folks.
Absolutely.
But don't worry, Cal. You take this one away. I am busy crunching the numbers here.
Alrighty, so in the chat right now, how many people we got going here? We got 9 people in the chat right now. Let's do a pretty generic question. If you guys could be on any NHL team right now, say you were the number one pick in the draft or a top prospect, and you could go to any NHL team right now, where would you go and why? For example, you could say, I want to go to Edmonton because I want to play with McDavid. Where would you go and why? Any team in the NHL, or would you go overseas and play for a Liga team, maybe a CHL team?
I
I've
would.
always bet on Buffalo, never against. That includes lacrosse. Yeah, betting on the Bandits is a good idea. Any other team? I mean, maybe the Bills, but definitely not the Sabres. That never goes well.
Yeah.
Never goes well.
Let me see here. See, Nick also Dictator Nick also took this exam, so
Okay,
and
have to see what he got.
he was struggling more than I was. So
Okay.
if he has more, I studied like way more than that's the crazy part too. I studied for about 2-3 hours for like 3 days in a row, right? And I still find a way to get a solid B on all of these exams. I can't remember the last time I got an A on a big exam. It's been a long time. A long,
That is
long
tough.
time.
That is tough. Luckily, a lot of my classes too have online tests, which takes a lot of the stress out of it. But
You lucky.
not all of them. Not all of them. But some of them.
Yeah. Let me just see how long this extra credit is. I may just bang it out tonight after the stream. Oh, this is easy. This is so easy. I'm getting that 86. We're in. We in it.
Bang.
We in. Bang. Bang a Rooney. Bang a Slippy. Yeah. Hell yeah. Folks, I'm still alive. Never count your boy Don out, okay? Never count your boy out. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Destiny is here. It will happen. Daniel, what's my prediction on the final score? 4-1 Panthers. 4-1. Sabres are going to get a little goal, give us some life, fake us into believing that we actually have a chance. But no. So not happening. It's not. It's going to be too good to be true. Right, Cal?
Probably. In the chat here we have all right, Real Deal Prime says he would go to Buffalo and be a goaltender who plays like Hasek. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, again, Sabres have had some good goalies. That's one of the positions that they've actually been pretty solid in. You got Hasek, Ryan Miller, Chad Johnson. So yeah, a lot of great goalies from the Buffalo era. But
Anders Nielsen.
Yeah, the list goes on and on. I mean, actually though, you think of it, Linus Olmark.
Yeah,
good goalies.
So true. Yeah, there's been a lot of great goalies. I always thought like, if I made the NHL someday, would I force my way to go to Buffalo, or would I just kind of ride it out with another team? Be grateful that I even got into the league in the first place.
Yeah, you kind of just gotta just ride with it.
Yeah, you do. You really do. Jeez. Okay. Terminating all. This is. Oh, I gotta stop doing this. What else is happening in the chat? Jonas Enroth, best goalie in Sabres history. So based. That's a based opinion right there. Cal, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
I think I'd have to agree. I'm a pretty big agreeer. Yeah, Jonas Enroth, one of the most memorable. I feel like, I don't know, Enroth was definitely a big part of like me growing up on the Sabres. Like I tried to think, like, definitely in the earlier days it was all Miller, but like then Enroth is really the guy. We really grew up in like the worst time. We just missed like the great years with the Sabres, and it has not been good ever since.
I know. It's like the Bills too. I think we were kind of lucky with the Bills, Cal, because we weren't very aware for most of the drought, the really dark days of Dick Duran and Chan Gailey and all them guys.
Yeah,
but
not fun.
We're also
and the Rex Ryan era. The Rex Ryan era saved the Bills.
that was the first era I actually remembered as a Bills fan. I remember going to the final game that Rex Ryan ever coached against Miami, where the Bills lost in overtime because of Jay Ajayi just running up down our throats. And I remember Jay Ajayi. Remember that guy?
Great back.
Now here's a guy.
Here's a guy.
Here's a guy.
I'll never forget Jay Ajayi, man. What a I don't want to say wasted opportunity, but that guy had some serious skill. He was really good on the Dolphins, had some good plays with the Eagles, and just kind of fell out of the league. Unfortunately, because he was definitely one of the, I don't want to say, first, like, it's tough to say, but he was like more of a power back, but had that speed. I don't know, just first of his time there.
It truly was. He was I don't know. he really could have been something, you know? He absolutely
Could
could
have
have been
been.
something. I don't know.
Been a lot of. I mean, yeah, we look at the NFL now, and running backs are definitely the most chatty of the bunch when it comes to not getting paid, and easily replaceable. It's a tough position now. So anyone that is a running back in high school or college is, all of a sudden changing the receivers, changing the safeties, changing, to linebackers, changing the different positions because they know running backs are so replaceable now in the league.
Mm-hmm. Oh crap! I don't want to turn that off. Um. Yeah. I mean, I just for the Bills. I don't know. James Cook was good. Did you see that one chart on Twitter, Cal, where it was like draft how what at what position, like it was breaking down what teams have drafted what positions over the last 5 years or so. And the Bills were top. I think we've drafted the most running backs since 2017.
That's incredible to think about because it doesn't even seem like we do. But yeah, you look at it, and I mean, you get Singletary and Moss, right there, Bing Bong. You have, I mean, you got James Cook, and who else? Who else did we draft in that time? Had to be some late round snags too. But yeah, it always seems like the Bills, under Brandon Bean, pick a running back in that like anywhere from the second to fifth round, like those middle rounds.
Right. Yeah, no, that's what they've always found a way to do. Like, I don't know. It's just it's really really weird if you're the Bills. And well, that wasn't just all rounds though. That was just the first 3 rounds over the last 6 years. Yeah. 6 drafts over the because we did Cook, Moss, and Singletary.
Okay, yeah.
Steven says, "Hey Don, apologies, I was busy, but again, what jersey is that?" It's Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and you can see what the full jersey looks like. I posted it in the community tab fairly recently. Is the only picture there, so I mean, it'd be a hassle for me to try to show this whole thing on
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I switched over to this, Cal won't be on the screen for a second. I could like stand up. You can guys see the goat head, yeah, and let me go this way. Yeah, yeah. Twirl. Do that nice twirl. I don't know if you guys saw that. Try not to hit all my equipment, though. But, yeah.
Messing with the equipment.
I am. That's how I destroyed my last 2 headphone wires. I yanked on them. Bro,
Yeah.
I don't think I can see a Sean Evans advertisement right now. That's a little too soon, based off his personal life news.
Yeah.
Cal, what do you think about Sean Evans and the decisions that he made, the people that he hung around?
Let's just say, yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what I saw, if it was real or fake, but did he break up with her, or is that fake?
He did break up with her.
Yeah, I mean, can't be.
You know what they say, right? You are who you hang out with. You are who are the people around you. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
And Sean Evans, he made a decision.
Yeah, it was an interesting choice in the first place, and got called out by a certain individual on Twitter or X, who I'm not going to say the name of on here, but very
I think she
popular guy.
She's popular or he's popular.
They both are in their respective rights, I guess. And probably made the right decision though after that kind of blew up. But he could continue hosting hot ones.
Oh yeah, he's certainly hosting some hot ones.
I guess so. Games should be coming back soon. Let's see.
Oh yeah, we are back. Everyone's back on the ice for what should be a big third period. The Sabres are 1-2 post the All-Star break. Cannot afford to lose a third of 4 games. Otherwise, the season really is dwindling away, spiraling out of control. This team can't afford. Oh, those guys are outside. Get back. Sam Reinhart tries to pass this one through the middle of the ice. Doesn't get there. Broken up by Casey Middlestat. He's missed a couple of expert opportunities here tonight. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that too many men? Did you see that, Cal? He threw it towards the bench. Yeah, it was
close. That was close.
Doesn't look like it's going to be called, but the Sabres relinquish control of the puck here. The Panthers hold on to this one as they go up the ice. It actually missed everyone, but not going to go for an icing. Comrie, don't do that, pal. You didn't see the forechecker there. Gyachovic. I love that. Panthers again trying to go into the Sabres zone. Going to the outside. Cousins is along the boards. Can't reach that puck. Panthers again throw this one back into the zone. Comrie again barely whisks that breakout pass by the forechecking stick of a Panthers player. And the Panthers, again, just throw this one back into the zone. Sabres not having any time, no space, no speed, nothing. And now they just throw it out of play.
Yep. No better way to say that. Just chucking the puck out of play. And this team, they're running out of time here. Less than 19 minutes now to go in this period. And you need two, at least two.
Right. You do need
Probably
two.
not going to happen.
No. Buffalo. What shall we do with you, Buffalo? Okay. Puck goes out of the zone there. That could be a start. But the Panthers have some space and some speed going down the far side. Sam Bennett trying to work his way on Jacob Bryson there. Tkachuk with the puck throws this one to a far corner, an open corner. It bounces very nicely to the point for Kulikov. He keeps it in the end. Nick Cousins, trying to keep pressure alive here. He does. Panthers almost nearly worked that one to the front of the net, but now the Sabres steal it away, and Tage Thompson with space throws that one towards the direction of Alex Tuch. Tuch trying to go back across his body, looking for Skinner for the trailer pass. Didn't connect, and the Panthers again play this one into the near side corner for Dahlin. Rasmus Dahlin with the puck. Has it. Gets it to Olofsson. Lomberg taking a run at Olofsson there. That's like chump change.
Yeah.
Here's Olofsson.
Not a hard task.
No, it really isn't. Puck goes to the point. Dahlin with a quick shot. Squirts out in front. And again, Olofsson just so weak on his stick. Trying to get that to the point, but couldn't get the power on it. And Gadjevich gets it down into the Sabres end. But the Sabres immediately throw it back. Why is this game so boring?
I know. It's been a very boring game. I mean, the Sabres have had some chances, but overall, this game's just kind of been a walkthrough.
Yeah, it's been a total snooze fest here. Sabres again making some line changes. 17 minutes to go. Oh my God, they can't even make a simple pass to the outside. No wonder why no one goes to these home games anymore. No wonder. Why do we still stream, Cal? Why? Maybe I should just stream some gameplay. Go on here and but I mean that's more like designed for Twitch, right? And plus,
I don't know. YouTube could work too.
Oh Jesus, Greenwood just leveled a guy over there, and the Sabres may have a 2-on-1 going the other way. Clifton, oh my God, Clifton, I hate you! It went underneath his stick. This guy is ass cheeks. He is so ass cheeks. He had a perfect pass there. And now Lundell trying to go the other way for the Panthers. The one time the Sabres had non-man break going the other way. And now Middlestat can't handle the puck going across that blue line. It's like he's scared of it. Panthers, the other way. Quick high shot, glove down by Comrie. There's a stick that went flying. Now Cousins can try to go the other way. He's got speed. Look at him go. Cousins all the way. Stopped by Stolarz with the pad. But again, let me get back into my rant about Connor Clifton being ass cheeks. Let me repeat again. Connor Clifton is major butt cheeks. He friggin' sucks. This guy is so ass. He can't score. He hasn't scored in how many games? It's been like 70?
Again, he's literally an undercover agent trying to ruin the Sabres because he's from New Jersey. He's a Jets fan. I mean, the guy is anti-Buffalo.
I really just don't understand. I guess, oh my God, the Sabres just turned it over in front. Sam Bennett backhander to the front of the net, stopped by Comrie. Now he goes to the corner. Jokier who picks this one up. Whoa, Benson's getting thrown down. See, generally, and when Benson does that, oh, look at Peterka. Look, he's going to the front of the net. He's gonna draw a penalty here. Bro, these Panthers are just taking runs. What's going on? Just fight back. I hate you, Matt Tkachuk. You are just unbelievably bad. Laughably
Very annoying
bad.
player to play against. And yeah, we saw in that poll that they took, who's the most annoying player. Tkachuk got some votes, that's for sure.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah, we look at that tripping call there, and I don't even know if he was on sides there.
Yeah, I don't know. That was really close to being off if you're JJ Paterka, but we're gonna go with the um benefit of the doubt. Yeah. So the Sabres get their second power play opportunity here, and you absolutely need a goal. 15 minutes to
Yeah,
go here.
100%.
Cousins with the puck. Back to Dahlin. Shot towards the net. It's sitting loose in front. Oh my god. Kyle Poso is so bad. How
So
do you
close to a
not?
goal. Oh,
He was all
twice
alone.
he's knocked it down, and it hasn't gone anywhere. Oh,
He's so ass. This guy, oh my god, it was sitting right there, loose, alone, in front. You, so annoying. But yeah, Kyle Poso could not score there, and now we quickly get back to play here, and the Sabres can't keep it in the zone. Forced to retreat.
yeah, they need a goal on this power play. If you want to win this game, got to get one here.
Yeah, well, oh my god, Cousins again trying to force something here. Panthers can clear it. 30 seconds gone from this power play. 14:30 to go in this third period. Time's a ticking, and you don't really seem too keen to score here, Buffalo. So every chance matters. As Tage Thompson walks in, had his stick lifted at the last second. It's just so weak. It's literally so weak. You have one so-so opportunity. You can't score, and the other team immediately throws it back down the ice. You don't have any sustained pressure. You don't have any speed. Look at what Henry Jokiharju's doing. What is this? What is this?
No speed.
This is pathetic. It is beyond pathetic. It's embarrassing. Middlestad now.
There's no plan. They literally just get to the line, they bunch themselves up, and then they don't even get it set up, and it's just every time they do the same thing. And again, like what are we doing in practice?
They do it again. 30 seconds to go. Panthers clear it again. I mean, this is embarrassing. Yeah, there's the boo birds. Holy crap. People are booing at the arena.
Cannot blame them.
This is how you put bums in seats, guys. And Tuck gets stripped. Oh my god, this is horrible. Wow, the boos are visceral. They are ringing through the crowd at the moment, folks.
Oof.
Wow. Here's Middlestad now trying to go in on the near side. They knock it back to the point for Jokiharju across. Greenway winds up, slapper straight into the gut of Stolarz. The one opportunity you do get.
Ugh.
Piss poor. Just piss poor.
They got one right away there with Poso in front of the net. Wasn't able to put it in, and then just
nothing.
Skating with the puck, clear, skate, clear, skate, clear. And we just see it every game.
Every single game, and there's. The guy, their confidence is just shot, completely shot. Go Cats! Oh, they're looking good here tonight. Yeah, so this has just not been a good game. And what happened to Tage Thompson? He just looks so lost. It's like he's going through the motions.
Yeah, right. I mean, he's making that one move, but then there's just nothing else past that.
And also your season is cooked, and I'm just taking this from a guy on Twitter right now. Your season is, quote, cooked. Why not move Krebs up the lineup to see what he can do? Trading him before seeing what he can do with better line mates seems like something that will backfire. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, again, something's got to change here. The prospects got to get called up, and it's the same thing every year, right? They wait too long to do everything. They wait too long to pull the goalie every game. They wait too long to fire coaches every year. They wait too long to call up prospects. They wait too long to move old players off the top line. It's just the same thing every single time. I don't get it.
Yeah. This is just stupid. I don't really even care anymore. Tage just played 12 minutes lull. No Buffalo media will ask why. Probably not. And nobody asked why Kyle Poso is your net front presence on the power play.
Yeah, it just can't happen. It cannot happen.
All right, Sabres again have some zone pressure. You know they won't do anything with it. Panthers get it to the near side. Good check, but there by Gergensons, though. Behind the net for Krebs. Into the high slot. Dahlin! Oh,
What a
that.
chance there. Again, so many chances for the Sabres. They just cannot get the puck in the net. Can't do it.
Nope. They literally can't. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, that was a nice move, though, by Dahlin. And he's also, like, how many times have we seen these guys make crazy saves on Dahlin? The last game we did, too, the Dallas game. Just so many opportunities. Opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. All right, another offensive zone pressure here. Panthers win it. Go up the middle of the ice towards the neutral zone. Verhaeghe was there. Couldn't control it, though. Jokiharju has it now. Here's Henry Jokiharju. And by the way, Sabres have only won one of the last 8 games against the Florida Panthers. And remember that one win was the Craig Anderson masterclass. 50
last
saves.
year, yeah, 60 saves or something?
Something crazy like that. Yeah. What is Tage Thompson doing here? Why is he trying to play the man instead of going for the puck? The puck wasn't even clear. He almost gave possession away too, but here comes Skinner. Skinner across the blue line to the outside. Now almost took it to the front of the net just before he could do so. Ekblad broke that play up. Gadjevich has it to Skinner. Nice play to the point. Connor Clifton holds, fires again straight into the glove. He only has one spot that he's going to, I swear.
Yep.
It's just high
3
glove.
times.
3 times now Connor Clifton is gone for high glove. I mean, this guy's just a bum. He is a bum. What does he actually provide?
That is a good question. I don't know. He's got a little bit of speed and can hit a little bit, but that's about it.
8 people in the chat. Yeah, I don't blame people for not caring. I mean, yeah. I really just don't care. I'm considering not doing this on Saturday. If they're going to keep doing this.
Yeah, I'll be at work either way. But yeah.
I really am. I know I promised it in the stream schedule, but this is why I haven't watched that many Sabres games. Outside of the ones we've streamed, I haven't been going out of my way to watch it. I don't care. I just... Now this pass goes into the high slot. Uh-oh, Clifton again. Shot with a hit the post.
Okay.
If there's a game where Connor Clifton scores, it's got to be this one.
Yeah, he's had chances.
Yeah, he could have scored like 4 goals here tonight. We need a bold move for a top-line scorer to play with Tage. Yeah, just something to get this top 6 energetic again. They just look lifeless, dead, going through the motions. It's as if they're shells of their former selves. Now we have a whistle here. Is that an offsides, maybe?
Something. Icing or offside, something like that. But yeah, look at that Clifton shot. Yep, right off the post. I mean, come on. It's no puck luck this year.
Yeah, did Benson get a piece of that maybe on the tip?
Might have.
Either way, yeah, it was an offsides against the Panthers there. We got 10:50 to go here. Ryan Johnson trying to go up ice. Nice fan pass there by Jordan Greenway. Now Middleset just knocked this one out of the Panthers zone. Erik Johnson slides down to make a check along the boards. Didn't actually make any contact, though. Just going through the motions. Here's Ryan Johnson. Finds Erik Johnson. Goes cross ice now to Kyle Okposo. Okposo to Jordan Greenway. I swear to God, what the hell does Jordan Greenway add to this team?
That is a good question. Not much.
I mean, it's like they just have no offensive spark. What happened to that team from last year? What happened to those guys? Oh my God, Kyle Okposo! I swear to God, no pressure. You have nothing going into the offensive zone. Sam Bennett, here he comes, outside. Kachuk, puck just rolls off his stick, though. He goes behind the net to Sam Bennett. Like I was saying, Kyle Okposo, guy was giving him 5 feet of space, and he somehow walks straight into that. It's as if he's... Does he not see him? Does he not see him? Yet a guy on the outside, and now Jacob Bresson just turned it over right in front, all alone. Eric Comber makes a beautiful save, but I mean, this team is just unbelievably bad. I don't know if I can. I can't say I'm not going to stream again because I love streaming. I like streaming. Streaming is fun. Those streams at the end of last season where it actually
Oh,
mattered, where we were energetic, we were passionate, there was lots of
so fun.
people. Like those are what the streams were designed to be.
This is the Sabres of the past, of the present, and of the future, and it just doesn't change.
It never
Last year wasn't
changes.
a fun exception, but
Oops. Yep, we're back to going. We're gonna be 23 and 26 after tonight's game, unless a miracle happens. And imagine us saying this to our past selves.
yeah.
Mike Harrington says maybe it's because of this feeling the Sabres season is totally a train wreck, but it sure feels good to see spring training reports out of Florida and Arizona on a snowy February day. What does Krebs have to do to get a single period without Oposo or Girgensons on his side? Cal, is Eric Comrie going to break the playoff drought for Buffalo?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, the Sabres have 1 expected goals for.
Huh.
Jesus. Ay, ay, ay. It's just so boring. Greg says, I feel Kyle isn't good enough to be the captain. Like, why is he? I would admit. I started following. Yeah, I mean, you have just as much. You're asking the same questions that many Sabres fans were asking when he when that we were asking when he was also first made captain. It's just this shit doesn't make any sense.
Really doesn't. I don't know why if we brought back Jurgensons and Ekposo on 1-year deals. The second that happened, we knew this season was kind of going to be like, oh boy.
Yeah, we both kind of were worried too when the Sabres did not make any moves during that free agency stream. Mm-hmm. Here's Tage Thompson, fakes the one-timer. He actually sent it to the front of the net. And the Sabres are just getting gobs and gobs of shots. I mean, the XG model says the Sabres should have 1.25 goals tonight. So it should be a 2-1 game. But, again, just isn't happening. Maybe it's just us streaming.
So many chances.
It's just us.
Maybe they're bad luck.
There's Tuck in front. Now Skinner. I mean, yeah, they just, I don't know. Point blank opportunities. I'm not even going to be surprised when it goes in. I won't be perplexed. Yeah. This team just does not know how to finish. They do everything way too cute. They try too much. Yep. And even when they now try to do the shoot everything model, it just still doesn't work. But we got to keep the guys here for the lore. Girgensons and Okposo. Yep. We're going to tell our kids someday that we have to watch Kyle Okposo and Zemgus Girgensons for a combined 20 years of our life. Because Girgensons has been here 10 Okposo been here, it's actually 7 years. We actually willingly extended Kyle Okposo's contract into this season.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now here comes Girgensons trying to break some space up ice. Here's a guy. Nice play by Girgensons.
Here's a guy.
Here's Cousins trying to get around one. Benson now throws that one towards the direction of Stolarz. The Sabres are not scoring tonight. They're just not. Here's Okposo or Benson trying to drop back for Cousins. Cousins again, high slot. Dahlin. Why? Pass! Why are you passing? It wasn't even a good pass. And now watch, Panthers are going to score right here. No, Comrie did make a save. He made 2. And then the ref way too quickly blew the whistle there.
Actually, but Turkey did get the puck, though, so it wasn't like they were going to score. They just blew the whistle. And prevented an icing from happening. And either way, it's an offensive zone face-off for the Panthers here. But yeah, so many chances for the Sabres, and I just can't get the puck in the net. And I guess that happens, right? You put 7 in the net last game. It's going to even itself out, but...
Oh, Buffalo. instead of running it like a business or running it on who wants to be friends with each other. Yeah. And I mean, if you can get a top defenseman for Casey Middlestat, because I know he's been our best forward this year, but can you really expect him to continue this play?
Yeah, again, the thing with Middlestead is he's a great player and all that, but he's not a difference maker. And what I mean by that is I don't think he's to the point in his career or will ever be where he can be like a Tage Thompson of last year, right? Where he just goes crazy and can fly through two guys and shoot the puck. Like Middlestead can separate space, but that's about it.
There's gonna be a Jesus
Yeah.
high sticking
Like
call coming up.
Poso.
Yay! You do so much. Get your ass off the ice. Just get your ass off the ice.
So bad. He's so bad. I can't even blame him. You just got to blame Kevin Adams for bringing Gergensen to knock Poso back because we knew at the end of last year they both were pretty much in the same spot, both pretty washed up. I don't know what we're doing. Oh, that's a weak call.
Was it? I haven't seen the replay. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's an what are they gonna say? That's an elbow. Ugh, I don't like that. Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah, it looks like a dive to me.
Just weak stuff. I gotta go plug my phone in. If I miss something, I don't care.
All right, Sabres win the faceoff here, and right away Eric Johnson is able to rip that one all the way down the ice. So far, the Sabres are 1-for-1 on penalty kills. The second semi-power play for the Panthers was a delayed penalty where they scored. So yeah, 1-for-1 on the penalty kill so far. This is the second confirmed one of the night, and the Panthers enter the zone pretty quickly there, but struggle, and that one gets sent all the way down, and Cousins will chase Montour all the way back into the Panthers zone. Montour now skating figure eights in his own end. Gonna do the typical Owen Power drop pass. Looks like we found where the Sabres got their inspiration for their power play.
They sure did. And it looks like only Panthers fans are in the building now. The building couldn't have been. Oh, there's a shot by Comrie, or a shot saved by Comrie. Pardon.
Out of play.
Out of play. Casey will be signed because the GM said the players go to his house to play video games after practice. Yeah.
It's a chance. They do like Madden and NHL tournaments every week.
Yeah. They're like,
game night.
They're actively they do you think they're playing like NHL career modes? That would really kill me. If there was a player playing NHL career mode for the Sabres, the most recent version too, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna trade Benson, I'm gonna trade all of these guys.
Yeah, doing the franchise mode.
Right. In front of his teammates, be like, sorry, you gotta go. If I were Kevin Adams, I'd trade me too. I don't want to live in this gloomy city. I need a goal, says Thomas. Yeah. Sabres are not going to give it to you. Sam Reinhart nearly did. He's got 22 power play goals. And Sabres are about to hit the 40-shot threshold and have scored 0 goals on 40 shots. 0 goals on 40 shots, and the Panthers have 2 on 23. Yep, that's where we are in the season. I mean, at what point, how much more losing before the NHL goes, okay, these attendance numbers are so ass, we're going to consider relocating the Sabres?
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. Again, there's other teams that I think you got to look at before you look at the Sabres. You look at Arizona, for example. That team's in a mess right now.
Oh my God.
They don't even have an arena. So
yeah.
That's a tough team. I mean, Winnipeg, for being a talented team, they can't fill up their arena at all. I mean, you look at they just brought them back. What is that, 10 years ago now? I mean, seems like just yesterday.
It's really odd too. They're one of the best teams in the NHL. At least their attendance figures haven't been crazy. I'm not a Jets fan, obviously. I don't know anyone from Winnipeg either, so I'm curious to see why the attendance figures have been so down.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be a good hockey city. That's a small barn too. It's not like it's a huge like Montreal Canadiens barn where they got to fill it up, big numbers every week. I mean, it should be pretty easy, but it's not there.
Yeah, but there was a shot by Oliver Ekman-Larsson. 6 seconds to go on this power play. Goes out of the zone. Tage Thompson desperately trying to skate after it. In the end, he skates over it. But that will do it for the power play for the Panthers. And Another bad angle shot stopped by Comrie. The Sabres flip it out. Yeah, this game is so
This will
over.
be Jacob Bryson's first loss of the year.
Wow.
Uh, can't
Charlie.
blame him this year.
Oh yeah, Greenway has done enough to warrant a 5x5 contract. You're right. You're right, Charlie.
I would agree.
Kevin Adams is like, you played in the National Development Program under Donnie Granato, so we're going to have to give you that long-term extension because you guys are like best friends. You guys are my like besties and stuff. It's just, it's so boring. It's like Phil Housley.
Yeah. This is just brutal hockey. Again, just no inspiration out there. I mean, they've had chances, but they get the puck to the net, but they're not there for those rebounds, right? They're not there for those second chances. So it's not really an effort thing, because I think they are trying, but it's they're putting their effort in the wrong spots where they really should be, following up on chances instead of, they're overthinking it right now and not in the areas they need to be.
We always pick the crappy games to stream, Cal.
Yep. Yeah, it is what it is, Tough to pick good games with this team this year, so.
Our coach demanded we trade for him. Yeah, Granato was like, I want my guy Greenway, and Minnesota knew that, so they charged extra. Where Greenway is probably worth more like a 4th-round pick. We gave up not just a 2nd, but we gave up a 5th as well. So that makes a whole lot of sense. There's Cousins with a bad angle shot, well wide of the target. So Cal, what are you gonna do with the rest of your week here?
So my week, we got work, coming up on the weekend. Sunday off though, so Sunday's gonna be a day to catch up on some homework, chill out a little bit, watch the Daytona 500, watch some of the NBA All-Star game, and call it a day. So that's my week. What about you?
Probably torture. I may watch the Sabres game on Saturday. I may not. The way they're playing tonight, I don't think I will. They're really making my life.
Can't blame you.
Like
Chris Kreider got a hat trick tonight for the
Dubs.
Rangers. Nice.
What's the score in that Montreal New York game?
Oh, let's check this out here. 5-3 Rangers with 12 minutes to go. High scoring game.
Nice. On the underlying numbers, Detroit is what the Sabres were last year, and the Sabres are what Detroit was last year.
Yep. It's literally, yeah. They completely swapped, and again, I don't even know if Detroit's going to get in the playoffs. I mean, they're in a spot now, but
now
barely hanging on.
If you're Buffalo, do you go out and get just every single big name free agent like Detroit did? I mean, I could look. It's a little early for this, but we have nothing else to play for this season. Let's look at Cap Friendly, my favorite website ever.
Sabres still have a lot of cap, even if they sign Middlestad. I mean, remember, they got Gergensen and Okposo coming off the books this year, so that's, what,
Bye.
$6 million combined?
See ya. Yeah. Bye. Yeah, goodbye.
So you could get a good player with that.
No, you don't want anyone from Anaheim. We're just going to go team by team.
Trevor Zegras.
No. He's had a really crap year. Jason. No, we don't want Jason Zucker. He's gonna be old and slow. Maybe let's look at Carolina. They're not gonna have too much cap next season, and they have Teuvo Teravainen. They're gonna need to sign him. Jack Drury. Could get him. We could get Brett Pesce in free agency. I would like that, actually. Give me some Brett Pesce. Who else could we look at? Let's look at look. I don't really know. Maybe Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's gonna be going through hell.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's gonna be unloading.
Jeff Carter's a free agent. Oh, Vinny Hinostroza is also free agent.
Yeah.
Chad Ruido. Okay, now that's someone that I think the Sabres actually should look like. Oop. My empty net.
Sabres have the goalie pulled here.
Woo! Oh, and the Sabres just put it wide. Oh no, it's so sad. They didn't score. Unpredictable. Oh, they just put it in. Oh crap.
Nope. Nope. They're saying no goal.
It was a wide open net, and we still couldn't find a way to put it in. The lights went up,
The
everything
lights
went
went
off.
on, the horn went off, and they're saying no goal. I'm sure we'll take a look at this, but the ref was right on top of it.
Yeah, let's see here.
Off both posts.
Yep.
Oh, this team.
Yep. Yep, that happened. Dylan Cousins
They're
just
off,
hit.
yeah, Cousins stick and just
Oh
not
my, he missed a
unreal.
wide open net. How do you miss that? Literally,
Wow.
how do you miss that? This team just sucks.
That is brutal. Oh.
I'm not even mad, folks, okay? I'm not mad. Don Granado, you are crap. No, we're not calling a timeout. No. There's nothing to call a timeout for. It's not like you tell the boys, okay, get the puck to the net. Yeah. Is that's probably what he would say, actually.
Basically, yeah.
Ba-dum, da-dum, 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 da-dum. Ba-da-ba-bum. Da-dum, 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 da. Oh, Cousins just fanned on the pass. Nice. Da-dum, 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 da-da-da-da. Cousins just got knocked down. Cross check, no call. Da-dum. Darlene just missed the puck. It's going to be 3-0. 1-2 across for Higgy. Yeah.
Yep. How many times do we see Darlene do that? I mean, he's been doing that since his rookie year. The puck gets passed back and he can't handle it at the point with the empty net. That is typical Darlene there. But it is what it is. 3-0 now for the Panthers. That'll do it here. Now we can just let that clock go. I mean, that's just embarrassing for Darlene. Oh my.
Da-dum. 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 Da-dum.
Is that Reinhardt? Oh no.
I think it was actually Verhaeghe. It was Carter Verhaeghe, 23.
Oh, yep.
Reinhardt's 13.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure Reinhardt's happy that he left.
Yeah.
Look at that crowd. It's so many people. And they ice it. What? Can we just 4-goal all future icing calls and get this game over with?
Right. Just let the clock run out.
Yep. Yet another game where Sabres just suck.
Another loss.
Da-dum. 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 Ba-dum. 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 This is a tough team, guys. This is a team that was playoff caliber. This is a team that can do things. They can make noise if they make it to the playoffs. They can score goals. They can defend. They can get early leads, and they just nearly gave up another one. Oh, Peterka has a breakaway. He got stopped. Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Yay. JJ Peterka. Woo. Less than a minute to go here as the puck dribbles his way all the way down the ice for an icing. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Bow, 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 da, 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 woo.
Chance to end the shutout there, yeah, and Peterka just whiffs on that one as he brings it back forehand. Wasn't able to get all of that one and lift it into the net. So 45 seconds on the dot. All we got left in this one.
Yep. Where's that Eric Johnson goal? Oh, nope, he just hit a guy straight in the face.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God. It's Gachovic. No!
Oh, no.
Gachovic, no! My favorite player ever. Oh, why is my clock still going?
Such an unnecessary shot. And of course, I mean, this is just...
He just sniped him. Eric Johnson just sniped his ass.
It's payback for getting hit in the ear.
Oh, my God. It's not like it took a deflection. No. That wasn't it. No. Eric Johnson just full out sniped his ass. Oh my God.
Looks like he's going to be okay. He's getting up now. But yeah, just straight from the point. Just. Whoop.
Greg, the Sabres no longer affect how my mood is. See, that used to be the case, but I just don't care anymore. Because I don't expect anything different from this sad excuse of a team. Right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I did. I'm not expecting anything for the rest of the year. I'm just ready for baseball season at this point. It's tough.
Yeah. Ay, ay, ay.
Absolute failure of a team.
Sure is. Here's Gergensen's trying to step into a shot. Couldn't make it happen. There's a lot of people still in attendance at this game. This is a highly anticipated matchup. 25 seconds left. Yep. So let's place bets, folks, on how long it's going to take before Don Granato gets yanked.
They call a penalty on Zach Benson with 16 seconds. Always. Benson always gets a penalty every game for something dumb. Bro.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just...
What?
Bruh. They just can't. They hate this kid.
Right?
What? What was the call? Charlie says I'm canceling my cable. I don't blame you, bro. I wouldn't pay for this crap either. Yet, no, actually, I should say that, but I am. So, yep. Do I go for a late night gym workout? A nice workout? What do you think?
I think so. Sounds nice.
Break the paint. Oh my god, they scored. Are you kidding me?
Lomberg gets a goal.
Are you?
4-0.
He scored once, I think, this year. There is Eric Commer's 3 goals against. Yeah.
Comrie was having such a good game, too.
Okay, maybe I have to...
Not that it matters.
Yeah, so that's a power play goal for the Florida Panthers with 16 seconds left. Now that's how you do net front presence, Kyle.
Yeah, that's how you tip the puck and put it in the net, I suppose.
This just feels like a preseason game. Half coaches.
Really doesn't.
Oh, and now Lomberg.
Oh boy, Zemgus is getting into it. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is sad. Well, keep the coaches. Yeah, we sure will.
Come on, let's just run the clock out here.
Bro, they're laughing at us on the bench. Evan Rodriguez is laughing at us.
Oh my goodness.
When Evan Rodriguez is laughing at you, you know life sucks.
Lomberg gets thrown out of the game. 10-minute misconduct. Don't matter.
Yeah, he's trash talking us on the way out. Yeah, this is cute. And Gergensen's didn't like that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. The Sabres have done it! Is this it? They've done it! It's a miracle on ice! A miracle on ice! The Buffalo Sabres have lost 4-0 at home, have gone 1-3. They can only afford 9 more losses on the season, and they've already lost 3 times in 4 games. Season over. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Playoffs are over. It's not like they're there for the beginning. Now that video of me saying, oh, the Sabres can still make the playoffs. That's looking extremely delusional by the second. So, yeah. All right. Well, this was fun, guys. We got to see 0 goals from our team. UPO didn't even get to play either, so...
Unfortunate, but that's how it'll be. Thank you guys for joining this one. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
That's how we're gonna end it.
Not much else to say.
Yep.